Good morning. Let's see. Yep, it's just me right now. Hey, Chef Kicker, how you doing? Good morning. Not much going on. Hold on. Trying to get this. Hey, Ruben. Good morning. Trying to get all this coordinated here. I didn't give myself ample time to go ahead and set up the stream. I just did it and didn't realize the time test. I was like, oh, 2 minutes. Okay. Oh well. Sometimes it just happens because it's Monday. So I'm trying to send out an email here. Copy the link. Not, man, I'll be solo. Hey, Celestial Preps, good morning. Hey, Peppy Two Bears, good morning. Just doing a survivor check. Who all survived from Saturday's stream. Good to know you didn't get bit by those zombies and turn into one. Usually, because that usually happens. Well, it depends on which Hollywood zombie movie. You either got 8 to 10 seconds, or yeah, within 24 to 48 hours. First, you get a fever. You get basically everything that the cucaracha gives you. Then you croak and then turn around and become one. You ever think about it? All the symptoms they have in the zombie movies. Cucaracha has also. So let's see. Today's the 25th day of September. Last week of September. Y'all ready for the new month yet? Yeah, I'm finally enjoying a cup of coffee. I was up and was waiting for the sun to come up this morning, and it took too long. So I went and put on The Last of Us and took me a nap until about 9:15 this morning. So I want to be out there when the sun is popping up, raking up all the big old giant grass stalks, should I say, so I can get to the next section and mow that down. But all right, let's see.
Good morning.
Well, good morning, Chef Kicker. How you doing? And how was your weekend?
I'm doing good. I have my grandson today. He spent the night, and I have him all day today.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
was he
Yep.
awake or is he sleeping?
Oh, he's wide awake. He said I told him what I was going to do, and he goes, "Okay, you have 25 minutes because then we have to go. I have to go take him to buy shoes." So
Brains. No, I'm just
he needs shoes, and
uh,
I promised him I'd buy him a new pair of shoes. So yeah.
ooh, Poppy
Uh-huh.
Bear's been getting rain the whole time.
Oh,
Lucky
it's been
you.
raining the last 2 days here.
It's been looking like rain, but I don't think we're going to get any. Trust keeps getting it all. Good morning, Bonnie and CJ, and anybody else I missed in between. I don't think I missed anybody. So, what kind of shoes are you getting your granny son?
Oh, he wants to tell him what are they? What are they? Vans or something like that? I don't know. He's
Ah,
got only X amount of dollars he can spend. So yeah,
ah. I
yeah,
saw some
and
pretty decent bands at one of the shoe shops here, but of course they don't have them my
mm,
size. So.
yeah. Well, he's got monster feet. He takes a size 11 in men's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yep,
Yeah.
at almost 6 feet tall now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. For 13, it's crazy. He's
Now,
my baby chef.
hey, I had twins. Believe me, you don't even want to know what their size their feet are right now. I'm glad they're adults and they buy their own shoes now, and they complain. They got their nice shoes, but they also had to buy the work shoes, and when they see the price tag of their work shoes, like, what do I gotta buy these? Because those are gonna protect your feet, so you can wear all your other shoes when you're not working.
Hi Bonnie. Hi Jerry Lee. Hi B.
Hey, Jerry Lee. Yeah. So what'd you end up doing all weekend?
Actually, yesterday morning we took a motorcycle ride before it started raining, so we could go look out over the bluff. It's called St. Croix Valley. It's by the St. Croix River. It was amazing. The colors were amazing. I'm gonna put a picture up in my community page.
Cool.
But it was absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad we went because we would have missed it. Now with all the rain, the leaves are almost all down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been something we would have missed if we wouldn't have went. And we got home. As it started raining, I was turning into my driveway.
Oh, lucky you. Good timing.
Ooh, I mean, the timing was impeccable. I mean, by the time I got my bike put away and all that, yeah, I had to wipe it down in the garage because it was raining, but we made it without getting soaked riding.
Yep.
Yep. And we processed 2 does and a buck now, and yeah.
Woo-hoo.
I know. Vaccine. I'm so tired of it.
Did you have enough room in your freezers? Hey, chicken noodle girl.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Just wasn't too sure. So I always do that, and I'm like, okay, well, if I get a deer, luckily I don't have no deer meat in mine right now, but I have a stand-up one, so it'd be easier on there.
Yeah, no, we have one freezer that's designated.
Yeah.
For what they hunt. It's a hunting freezer. That's what I call it.
But do you have to pull out all the old stuff to put the new stuff in?
They ate, believe it or not, the venison was gone by mid August.
Yeah.
Pretty much. There was like maybe 1 or 2 little packages of chops left, and that was it. So, yep.
Chicken Noodle says she has her little niece today. She's sleeping. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Where's my bugle at? Chicken Noodle's like, no. Good thing she's wearing iPods today, probably. So we don't.
I missed you guys' live because I was back sealing deer. I was busy.
So you couldn't even listen because you're too busy.
I didn't want to touch my phone, and because I would have to change my gloves out, and no.
That's right. You buy a big old giant box of plastic gloves so you can change your mind.
I know, but taking them on and off and on and off and on and off, and it slows the process down. I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning just on the 2 does.
Woohoo!
Yeah. I don't know if you saw. I posted pictures in my community page.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's got grandbabies, nieces, nephews today. What the heck? So.
Yeah. Well, they had a pipe break in my grandson's school on Saturday morning.
Ooh.
So yeah,
it's not even winter yet. Come on now.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. So he got today off. So I took him.
Oh, you can homeschool him.
No.
Yeah, we'll do how to measure your brain.
He wanted to come here and get away from the baby.
Yeah, I understand. I remember those times. Of course, I was the little one of the group, but we always had nieces and nephews over, and I'm like, I'm out of here. Yes, they are a joy of life, but when you're a young kiddo, sometimes you don't want them around, especially when they're 24/7. Hey, William H., good morning.
Good morning.
So it's currently 77 degrees and cloudy here. Good time to be out there raking so I can be weed whacking more, but just that motivated.
60 here.
60.
And raining. 60 with rain.
If it was just 60 degrees, I'd be out there in shorts. I'd probably use a machete. I'd be done in like 30 minutes. So like, yeah, nice weather. Yeah, wearing my flip-flops.
Dang.
I don't know. So let's see. I'm going off some of these criteria of a video today because I found out I'm fake.
What?
Yeah, I'm
You know
fake.
what? Trust. You
No,
are
no, no. They
one
didn't
of
personally
you
say
really.
my name, but because
It doesn't matter.
I
You are one of
don't
the
have a
most realest people I know. So don't.
because I'm not married. I don't have a partner, and I don't have more than 20 people watching at a time. I'm fake. That's all I'm gonna say. But hey, that's why I don't want to monetize because I don't want the money to go to my head because I got 50, 100,000 freaking viewers and I'm doing it all for the money. Yeah. Just because you got a lot of subscribers doesn't mean you know what you're talking about still. You gotta learn. That's why I stick with the smaller channels because, you know, they're more down to earth, they're more real, and they really do know what they're talking about. The bigger channels are too busy that they don't have time to watch us little channels and actually take the time to get to know the people and find out, hey, they know what they're talking about. Hey, good morning, longboarding mom. She's canning monkey butter today and making some pumpkin puree and doing a whole turkey dinner on Wednesday. I invited a friend over for dinner. Ah, man, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Well, in some cultures it is. I can't remember which one. I don't know if it's popped up yet on what to celebrate. Might have been the other day that it did. But I know what you're talking about, Shift. I didn't mean to interrupt you on there. I know I'm real. I just did
No.
that, and it was directed. I said, I know it's not directed at me, but if you take it out of context, he's saying, yeah, they get on there and they complain about other channels. Well, what was that individual doing this morning? So I'm just putting the mirror up, saying, stop being a hypocrite.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, I do it because there's some channels out there. Most of the ones I go after are the big ones because they don't scare me.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the way I look at it, I'm just gonna be me,
Yep, exactly.
and if people don't like me, that's okay. I don't care. I'm
Yep.
me. I can't change who I am. I'm not. I always
Hey,
try to be
seeing stricker.
respectful and nice, and just when I have an opinion, I give it and let people know, hey, it's my opinion. You don't like it, that's okay.
You know, and most people don't realize. You know, I always joke, say yes, you have a right to your opinion, but just remember, this is my stream. Your opinion doesn't matter, and I'm right and you're wrong. And then I kick him in the backstage. That's not how really I feel. I just do it as a joke and try to get a laugh with some people, and other people are like, "Oh my God, this guy's so full of himself." No, I'm not. That's why I do it. I like to cause local controversy, you know. And if somebody's going to be on the bad guy on my stream, let it be me. Let everybody else see what a sweetheart shift kicker is, and I'm the a hole. You know,
Yeah, but dang straight, even if you put me backstage, I would sit and laugh back there, and then dust
and dust.
and dust. Yeah, it was very dusty back.
Yeah, it's pretty dusty. I'm gonna let her go and take care of that while we talk.
Oh my, I
Did you
love
use the
you.
Swift? Did you use the Duster Swifter or Swifter
Yep,
Duster, whatever you
I
call it?
used what you had back there.
Hmm.
At
Yeah.
least he keeps cleaning supplies in his backstage.
Yeah. Yeah, you will never find Skittles on my backstage or Bud Light. Let's put it that way. You will find Reese's
Or
Pieces,
pumpkin
peanut butter
spice.
cups. Oh, you bring that in there, yeah. Oh, Pablo's gonna freaking throw your butt out of the building. You know, I'm going against my morals. There is an actual official pumpkin spice day, and
What?
and I'm gonna have to post it on there, like I do others. You know,
What?
yeah. You don't know how much it's been hard doing the what to celebrate today because I think I'm going on the third day of National Drink Beer Day, and me not wanting to put a little picture up, but not Bud Light on there because I know YouTube
Mm,
would take you down in a heartbeat because I do that. So
I have a question for you. Did you know my grandson told me that Cheerios makes a pumpkin spice Cheerios?
yeah, they do. Unfortunately,
Ugh, I
and
just learned that.
chicken noodle you can lap all you want, but when the zombie apocalypse comes, you're screwed because that's like a magnet for the zombies. They go straight to pumpkin spice. So think about it while we're eating our bison steaks and our cow patties and all that. You're eating pumpkin spice stuff. No, yeah. So no, that's all I gotta say. Well, I think I'm just gonna proclaim Arizona is the pumpkin spice state of the world. You can keep it there, and yeah.
Funny. That's all I know.
hmm
Ugh.
So Vans. Mm.
Something like he said that, and then there was another one. They're like skater shoes.
No, no, exactly the style that he's going for.
Hmm. Yeah, because those are more comfortable on his feet. He said.
Uh huh. Yeah, for daily wear and stuff, they are.
Yeah.
Until you wear them out, and then you're like, oh, time to get a new pair.
Yep.
Yeah.
But like I say, it is what it is. They have a sale today.
Woohoo.
So,
Yeah, you got to go for those sales.
oh yeah, and that's why I said, well, if we're gonna do this, let's do it, you know, today.
Might as well. It's raining. Nothing better to
Yep.
do.
Yeah, I also took the dog, so my grand dog's here too.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he has a hard time being home by himself
Oh,
without
no.
his kid. I mean, he cries when he leaves for school, and he waits by the door an hour before he knows he's supposed to be home.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, man.
But I mean, he does sleep on the floor by my granddaughter,
All right,
Crib,
buddy. Be safe. Love you.
which is kind of cool. He used
Uh-huh.
to sleep on the floor by my grandson's bed. Now he sleeps by the crib. Like, yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I just looked in my freezer, and yeah, I have no turkeys in my freezer.
Uh oh.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not worried.
Gardner Josh, good morning.
Hey, Gardner Josh. Nice videos. Welcome back, brother.
Oh yeah, I was
See
so
you.
sad I missed his live too.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw his picture for his video, the second one he dropped, where he's in a suit, and I'm like, man, ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man, freaking came to mind right off the bat.
Right.
So, but,
Yeah. But he had his grandbaby on, new grandson on his
yeah.
live. Oh, so cute. It's like total cuteness overload, I swear.
See, that's why I call y'all old farts, because all y'all are grandparents. I mean, almost everybody that I knew in high school had grandparents and great grandparents. I'm still not a grandparent. My
But you know
my
what?
kid's
You'll make
little.
one you'll
My
make one heck of a great grandpa.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, I
But
think you will.
the baby will be about 15 days old. I'll be rocking on the rocking chair on my front porch, showing how to clean a shotgun. And if it's a girl, I'll be explaining why I'm cleaning it on the porch. And if it's a boy, I'll just be showing him, you got to do this every time you go hunting. Don't forget to clean your tip. As Crazy Irish would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you heard from our Miss Crazy?
Nope.
No.
No
Okay.
movement, no nothing else. She might have had a fandangle.
That's Yep.
Well,
There's a lot to do.
her brother was there this weekend, so and they're at their dad's house, so
Yep.
they're probably trying to get everything done before he goes back. So they're probably rushing. So
Oh yeah, like I said, I understand. There's so much to do. You don't realize it until you have to do it. So
yeah,
yeah.
See, and then, speaking about grandparents and stuff, you know, even my kid was like, Dad, why you date 20-year-olds? I was like, because they're not grandmothers. I don't want to be known as the guy that dates grandmothers. Come on now. I just can't get past that, speed bump in life.
Yeah, just wait. You have your first grandkid, and you're gonna just, yeah, they'll have you so wrapped around their finger, I mean.
No,
Oh
no,
yeah, yeah,
no, no,
uh-huh,
no,
uh-huh, especially if it's a girl. Uh-huh,
no,
yeah. We'll see. We shall see.
no.
It will happen.
Yeah, you say that now, but you don't know me now, do you? That'd be
Yeah.
screaming, want to be at Grandpa's house all the time. My kiddos have to
Um,
call. Can you? Nope. And I tell them, nope, I'm busy.
well, I'm not saying you'd take them all the time, but when you have them,
No, I know, but I'm just saying I'd be telling that to my kiddos, and that'd be mean, but they won't pick up on it till the fourth or fifth time when I say nope. It's just to torture them. Of course, they'll be able to bring the grandkids over. I'll watch them, and all that. But they got to
I
go through
agree
that
with you,
first
Charming.
those first 30 days. No, I'm a strong believer when you have a baby, the first 30 days you keep it at home. Don't take them out in the public, especially with all the people that want to touch babies and all their dirty hands because they go to the bathroom and don't wash them and all that. No, you keep the baby away from the sick
Oh,
individual.
exactly. Yeah.
But there's people out there like, oh, that's ridiculous. No, it ain't. Didn't you
No,
learn
it
anything
ain't.
the last couple of years? So,
Nope. And read Be Charming's comment. It's so true.
I already know how much love I got in my heart. I got so much love in my heart, I couldn't stay married because they couldn't handle the love. They couldn't freaking, they thought I was an AI because, they couldn't possibly see that was real. So, yeah. Yeah, like I said, all my grandkids would be screaming and kicking and all that at an early age for years. So wanted to be with Grandpa because, you know, Grandpa's the coolest. But that's okay. That just gives me time to get other things done. And my kiddos know that too. I read them the Riot Act. I didn't want to be a grandfather till I was about 70. So my little homestead in the freaking country, all freaking set up by them with my porch and the rocker that I built. And the only ones that come up to the house are the ones that know how to get there. And, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't not being a grandparent. I just not dating your grandma. I'm sorry.
Oh, trust.
Well, you got to look at it. If you have a single grandmother and she's got a lot of grandkids, you don't know about them until the last second. All right, you're
Yeah.
really never going to be able to date her because the grandkids are always over at grandma's house. So you really don't get to know that person. Why am I going to waste my time when I don't have time to freaking get to the other person if there's kids around all the time? If I was going to do that, then I'd just freaking hook up with a mom that's divorced that's got little kids at home still. Right?
Yeah.
It's one thing when it's your kids, their kids. It's another thing when it's grandkids. So I'm like, so I don't know. You ladies probably don't understand that portion of the reasoning on it, but if I want to have a relationship, I want to get to know the person. And you can't do that when you get kids screaming and yelling and all that other stuff all over the place. Hey, good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Chris.
Hey,
Go
good
ahead.
morning, Stephanie.
Stephanie, good morning.
Well, you'd be surprised around here. That's all they are. 'Cause I know a lot of single women freaking end up conjugating in this town. And I had bad experiences with those single moms. when I was raising my boys. After about the second date, they'd be like, well, my kids have this going on. You just need to come hang out with me with my kids and forget about your kids. Out. That was it. Over.
Nope, nope, and no.
And, I never tell anybody that my kids take priority over theirs. Okay, well, we're busy. You go do your thing. That's fine. Maybe I'll
Ashley,
come
good
later.
morning.
Hey, Ashley, good morning.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Wow, Josh, 5
5
Holy
grandbabies.
frioli.
Yeah, your beard better catch up. How you gonna be on ZZ Top if you don't start growing that beard again? Yep. You gotta have that grandpa row.
Yeah, Steph, there's a few of us. There's a few of mine, 2 of mine I don't get to see. So, yeah, I know that feeling. For sure.
So I hear the bee's gonna be having rain all week long. She wanted rain, she got it all week long. As Lionel Richie would say, all week long. I don't know the words to that song. Just remember
Yeah,
hearing it's on the radio.
all night long.
Hey,
But
you can
okay.
change words on it.
Sure you can. Then you don't get copyright, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
Josh says some people prep bean bullets and band-aids. I'm prepping the next generation. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, Gardner Josh.
Yeah, but Gardner Josh, you also make sure that you're prepped food wise and that kind of thing. And, you know, yep. His gardens usually are so amazing.
Yeah, well, be careful, Stephanie, because when winter hits, you're possibly going to have snow in Northern California. It might even go all the way down to Southern California, but I'm not going to call that yet. I haven't looked at the numbers for Southern California yet.
Thanks for stopping in, Stephanie. Yeah, I gotta jump down here in about 3 minutes. Take my grandson to go buy shoes.
You're going to leave me all by myself like a mean
I'm
grandmother.
sorry.
She's gonna lock me in my chair in the corner and just leave. You stay there till I get back. But I gotta poop. Let me pour my
Oh
coffee
my.
real quick.
Yeah, nope. This wasn't a planned gig this weekend, but we're running with it. I get to spend time with just him for a couple hours more, and then he's gonna get picked up. So, yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go buy him some shoes, and then we're gonna go eat some sushi. And by the time we get back, he'll have maybe an hour, and then his mom's gonna pick him up. So.
Oh, come on, B. Charmin. I was just acting like the little kid. And Grandma
Got
Shift
everything you
was
need now,
beating
honey?
me and locked me in the chair in the corner while she took off. I
I'll
didn't
be
really need to
listening.
poop.
I can still listen. I just can't be up on panel because I don't drive and do that well.
Yeah. No, I understand that one. I appreciate you being up here. You're helping me
Alrighty.
with my procrastination till I get motivation to go out there and
Nice.
work on the yard again. So,
Well, Trust, I love you bunches.
yep.
You guys in chat, stay blessed, not stressed. I gotta fly. Have a
Oh,
great day. Thank you, Trust, for
you
having
too.
me.
Oh,
All right.
anytime. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Unless she leaves me alone. See, Shift Kicker's the reason we have the upcoming government shutdown, I believe. At least I'm going to blame it on her now because I just looked at her handiwork when I was pouring the coffee and she didn't finish all the dusting in the back room, so I'm blaming it on her. So, needless to say, hey, did y'all know you could get your free at-home COVID test by mail? You can go to the website today and start ordering them. I think they give you another 4 free ones. Not saying that you really need to wear a mask and all that, but why not get it if it's free? Get it before the illegals do. It's your tax money they're using, so you might as well get it now. You never know. And I'm not saying you have to use it for yourself. I've never used one myself, but I've never been around anybody, with the exception of my kiddos when they caught it early on in the stages of everything. But um, they're smart enough to listen to me. I told them don't get the Jabberwocky, even though their mom was pushing it and pushing it. And yeah, they're so glad that they listen to me instead of their mom. So I got them, and this is because I was able to pass them out to my kiddos if they needed it, if they felt sick. And I keep one, keep one in my bug out bag and all that. If I ever run into anybody and I'm suspicious of them, it's like, no, you ain't even getting near me till you take this test and you show me you're not positive. I'll make them. If they got an issue with and they got problems. So, yeah. Because, it looks like a lemon, it smells like a lemon, doesn't mean it's a lime. Think about it. So, I'm looking at what's on the stream today, trying to keep all the politics out because it's, yeah. How to bake eggs in a muffin tin for an easy morning. Who doesn't know how to bake an egg in a muffin tin? Come on now. You know how many YouTubers have done that already? Let's see. Yeah. 6 hours ago, Daily Mail was reporting New York residents urged to flee apartments amid tropical storm Ophelia. Okay, what's that have to do with it? Are they in a low flood area? Oh, another rock legend passed away. Let me see who it was because I didn't get a look at that stream this morning. Okay, sort of sounds familiar. Terry Kirkman, singer, songwriter, and founding member of the band The Association, died at 83. Rest in peace, Terry. Really can't think of what he wrote or sang, but I guarantee I've probably heard it before. Oh, exactly, B. Chairman. Thank you, Ashley. Oh, Chef Kicker's listening. Uh-oh. Hey, Lady D, how you doing? Hey, Lady D, later on this week, it's going to be National, I think, Take Fruit to Work Day. So I know you'll be enjoying that one since you like to eat your fruit while you're at work. Yeah, B. Charmin, I don't use the BA's ones. I take my own, and they argue, but when I tell them that the mask I've used and I've taken care of and everything else, I've used it since the very beginning, and it's protected me better than what the experts say theirs will. Yeah, they basically back off at that point because they've been briefed. It seems like they're going to argue. Don't argue with the freaking veteran. Yep. And it's good to have fruit every day. Just make sure you're eating the right fruit. Sometimes your body, like me, I can't have orange juice anymore, even the one with no pulp in it. There's too much acid in it. My body's changed to the point I can't handle. Well, I can't have grapefruit because of the meds I take. I can't have orange juice because of the acidity in it. Even the low acid one is just, it feels weird in my mouth. So, when you get older, your taste buds change. I tried eating something the other day I hadn't had in a while, and I'm like, oh, why did I ever eat it? It felt like I was eating the gel from the Spam can. Yeah, no, never more. What are you talking about, Pappy Two Bears? See, I'll never go to prunes due to the fact that I like figs too much. Oh, okay. Thank you, B Charming. Yeah, now I know who that was. Um, yeah, because I can't remember right now because I'm still on I'm on my second cup of coffee, warmed up. But yeah, I can't remember what it was. Oh, scurvy. Yeah, you want to eat fruits because if you don't eat fruits in your diet, eventually you'll end up getting scurvy. And there's scurvy's not a good thing to get. So pirates in the old days used to get it because they'd be on the ship and they wouldn't eat them, and which I thought was kind of weird because they'd end up stopping at islands, even if they didn't have a port. They'd stop at islands and there'd be fruits there. Why weren't they eating the fruits? Mm. And they still got scurvy. Well, but yeah. So this stream is just because I'm procrastinating, and nothing was really interesting on YouTube. I already said my piece of the most interesting part on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. But well, I don't know. I got a couple containers of Tang Lady D. They're still prepped back, sealed, and all that other stuff. And what do you call it? I hear the astronauts used to drink it all the time. And I'm pretty sure NASA has probably got a couple of freaking cans when it first all came out. So who knows? I bet they got one that went to Mars or back a couple of times already, and it's sealed. And yeah. Oh, I didn't know about the pine needle one, but okay. Sorry, my signal's blowing up. You can hear it in the background. I'm trying to lower it, the notifications on there. But I don't know. I'm still partial to bananas. They got a lot of stuff in there. Even though they say diabetics shouldn't have bananas, I still have my bananas. They don't know what they're talking about. Banana boats are awesome. You have one of those smoothies in the morning, you're good to go till the evening time for dinner. I'm sorry. You got all those vitamins and everything else mixed in there. Yep. So, and I've never seen any of their little FDA, CDC freaking tests that they do that they've added milk or had people drink a smoothie or anything else. Why not? Now, if people would volunteer, yeah, you come over here, we'll pay you. You drink a smoothie a day, and we check your blood sugar levels and do blood samples and see how healthy you are after 30 days, 60 days. That'd be a lot of people. Ooh, a free smoothie, and I get paid to drink it. Hell yeah! Be better than that green stuff they keep selling in California. I don't know. It's a rave. Well, whatever's a rave in California, yeah, I will guarantee you. Now, I've been watching all these raves since the '70s in California, and it's like that. 10 years down the road, the person that was doing it's dead. Yeah. So, do you really want to be on one of those raves? It was like that one guy. Well, yeah, only have carbs, and he ended up dying because all he had was carbs. He didn't have nothing else. Yeah. And that's one thing about smoothies too, because as you get older, even if you lose your teeth and all that, I'm not saying that you don't get dentures, implants, all this other stuff, blah blah blah. I'm just saying, even as you get older, you could always have a smoothie. Think about it. At one point in time, you just got to put the corn and the cob down. because you get so old, your dentures aren't going to allow you to freaking chomp down on a corn and a cob to get the corn off, stuff like that. Your arthritis won't let you freaking scrape the kernels off the corn cob, stuff. Ask B Charmin, she can explain that to you. Just joking, B. Yeah, B Charmin's got a lot of good information. And she likes to pick on me, so I shoot back every once in a while when she's least expecting it. But I think she always expects it. And if everybody please pray the bee gets a lot of rain this week. Not flooding rain, but enough rain. Bee Charmin's like, never. I will suck the kernels off the cab. Or off the cob. Yeah, you need to do a video on that. I want to see how you suck them off the cob. Now, yeah, nothing. My butt. Yeah. So look at all the messages, which I haven't done, but I get little notifications on my laptop what's going on in Signal. Let Birds go lay down for a nap. She's had a rough morning already. So much so, Allie is making lunch. Is it lunch? Yeah, it's lunchtime over there already. Oh, I got to respond to that. She says she has so much information, she can't even organize it, talk about it. Well, I told her, stay off her email. Stop looking at the news. She's still trying to recover from her endeavors from her teeth adventure, but hey, what do I know? Be sure you're a grandma, so don't even go there. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. I'm related to a grandma ninja. She showed me how to use those ninja chunkless. Well, see, I'm good with the swallowing with coffee. I've been drinking coffee forever and a day. One of my favorite vegetables is mashed potatoes. Yeah. Pudding. Oh yeah. When I'm in the mood, I'll make pudding. No tapioca though. And let's see. Now, why is she doing this? She knows I'm live streaming. Okay. Let's see. TH2's out in the backyard still working on his deck. Let's see. I have no idea where Crazy's at. Everybody knows Bigfoot's at work. Who else? No idea. No sighting of TJ today. Bushcraft, he's probably making a video. It's about that time for him to do that before it's lunchtime. Or he's outside and he'll be coming in shortly. Bear Truth, no idea with him. And now you know why I don't have tapioca. Happy. Hey, B Mitch, how you doing? Excuse me. Whew. See, I'm still trying to wake up. And let me bring back the stray. Sorry. We've never known what happens during a government shutdown. If I can ever get this to come back up because it went through. I think USA Today has a article on there today. If you want to go to the website and go check it out. But most of us are old enough. We've been through one or two. Hell, I still remember the one where they shut down in, I think it was Reagan's area. And then the military had to turn around to give letters to all their bill people that came from the government saying your bills will get paid when the government opens up again. Really made it hard for the active duty military and all that because, they're working, they're expected to get paid, and then the landlords and all that, like, what? Where's my money? I was like, what? You really think just because the military gets money that they're making billions? They're not like the politicians, people. Military don't get paid. Well, the top ones do, the generals and stuff. But, the normal military don't get paid a lot of money. When I joined the military, my mom thought I was like super rich. I was making like 100,000 a year and all that, and I'm like, ha, ha, ha. Mom, through basic, I had to survive on $200 for the whole month, and with that money, I had to buy, my stuff and all that to keep my uniforms and everything else, or laundry detergent. They didn't supply any of that stuff, so after you bought everything you're required to have, you had maybe $30 at the end of the month, or for the entire month to spend $1 a day. Yeah, think about it. What you could buy for $1 a day? Hey, crazy! Get your copy coming up here. We were talking about you. We didn't know about you. I'm agree with you, B. Charman. Supposedly they have a tentative agreement with the Writers Guild. Who cares? It's all about the money. They don't care about the people. They're going to pay them more, and they're going to charge us more for movies and everything else. Think about it. In the long run, we have to pay for everything, so screw them. Let them be out of a job. Same thing with the auto workers. Screw them. They probably made more than what I did when I was in the military. So you know what? Nah. You know. You know. And here's the whole thing. They do the auto worker thing, and they don't know nothing else. So of course they're gonna fight. Wow, Pappy, 73 a month. I don't know how you did it, brother, but of course things cost a whole lot less back then too. I joined up in the 80s, so it wasn't. You know, the pay was a little bit more, but still, you try to live off $200-300 a month while you're going through basic and all that. Yeah. On nowadays economy, so some place I've seen where a Snickers bar is like $3 to $5. Really? What? Hey, Camel Carl. Okay, first and foremost, Camel Carl, since you're the first person to ask the question, and you want to know what you have to prepare for that's coming, the first thing is Crazy Irish. Dun dun dun.
Good morning / afternoon.
Good morning, good afternoon, good brunch time. I got my. Oh no, I don't have my brunch time. Coffee cup. Sorry. So, Camel Car, were you prepared for Crazy Irish to be up here? No, you weren't. If you didn't know she was coming up here. Okay, the second thing you get prepared for that's coming is Tuesday. Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday.
What's Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Tuesday?
Tuesday's that day we don't know if Crazy's going to be up here again or not.
Yeah, it will be because now everything's. I don't know if you saw the text on Signal.
No, not yet.
Everything's pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
You can put a car and a half into the garage now at my parents'.
Holy moly.
It was filled up a lot from my grandmother's stuff, and then my father went overboard with like tools and everything throughout the years. I never did anything about it, just kind of. First, it ended up to be just one car could fit in there, and then no cars.
Mm-hmm.
But with a big colonial style home and 2-car garage, you kind of need the kind of car you just got. You saw that, right?
Oh, yeah, that truck. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that piece of crap. The only reason why they're collectibles is because they don't make them anymore because they were pieces of crap. But yeah, they made room for that, and then some. My brother had built some more shelves.
Yeah.
We went over this weekend with the heavy man, my husband, to get more of the heavy stuff out, like the freezers and the stuff like that didn't work.
Yeah.
throughout the week, I've been going through my mother's clothes, donating. For all that didn't know, my mother passed, 2 Fridays ago?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, they're dealing with shit. And I
Well,
get the pills.
And Camel Carl, Tuesday is the second day of the week. No, you're wrong. Look at your calendar. Tuesday is the third day of the week. Sunday is the first day of the week. Dun,
Yep.
dun, dun. Be Charming has a message for you, and I'll let you read that one. And let's see what else. There's a lot of stuff to prepare for. Government shutdown, and if y'all haven't figured it out, it's been planned. Because the Democrats are not freaking working with the Republicans in any way, shape, or form. They've never bent for the Republicans when they've been in charge of, halfway or anything else. And why? Because they think they're better than everybody else. They think they know what's better for the public. They don't listen to their friends. They don't listen to the constituents like they say when they're running.
You can at least listen to the people, get some ideas, maybe.
I think it's time for anything that has to deal with money in this country. The people have to vote on it. They have to have a national election. With today's technology and Obama freaking trying to say that he was the high-tech president. So why don't we have a federal registry where we can log in and vote through the internet? And it's safe and secure by now. If he was such a high-tech president. Think about it. I know a lot of people didn't like the president that came after him because he Twittered a lot. But, hey, I think he was on there more than anybody else, and he spoke his mind.
You know what? Obama was always on Twitter, too, so it doesn't matter who's on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
We're all on Twitter. They're all on Twitter. You just got to go look for them, and you'll realize how much they're actually on there.
Yeah, if they ever look at it, Bill Clinton was on Twitter, too.
Thank you, Big Common.
He did not have Twitter relationships with that woman. Yeah, think about it. But yeah, and it's kind of funny that now, 30, 40 years from now, now there's a lot of people ragging on Reagan. Why? Reagan had a lot of freaking crap thrown on his lap, and he handled it. And he handled it just like straightforward. He didn't care who he pissed off, mostly Democrats, but he freaking did it. And he got it done.
Which he was a Democrat, too.
Huh?
He was a Democrat, too, correct?
He was, and he switched over.
To Republican, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as T-Man, yeah.
Yeah, so,
I think a lot of them have to do that just to be in for a vote.
Yep, chemical, exactly. I'm not a prepper enemy. I'm one of the prepared. Am I prepared for everything? No, but I guarantee you about 98% of anything that comes my way, I can handle it and deal with it.
Nice. Man. I gotta mute.
So,
All the smoke, everything's all jamming up.
I'm trying to remember. There's somebody in history they wanted to take down. I can't remember who it is now.
They want to take down everybody.
Yeah. But most of y'all know my feelings on the 6th day of the first month of the year that these people are still stuck on. That was an insurgency. And you notice all the ones that are screaming never did any freaking military time, weren't even around when there was insurgencies going around the world. You want to know what an insurgency was? Anybody remember Beirut? Anybody remember when the Marine freaking barracks got freaking bombed?
Yep.
That's an insurgency. Ooh, we had people bust a window, walk in, and freaking take pictures and live videos, selfies in public freaking property. The government ran it, but it belongs to the people. It's our money that took care of it. So they broke a couple windows. That's our tax money. I'd rather see us freaking get new reinforced windows for that area than sending the crap to the Ukrainians.
Yep.
Hey, Gigs, good morning. But hey, I have no choice in the matter. And I'm probably freaking just put on another freaking watch list like usual because I'm speaking against potato heads freaking theories of bacon bits don't go on baked potatoes because it gets stuck between his dentures and then he can't eat his tapioca pudding afterwards. Yeah, well, suck it out, Buttercup.
Through a straw. Suck it up, Buttercup, through a straw.
Nah, he wouldn't be able to figure out how to use the straw. He'd get it stuck in his nose, so I think it's a COVID test. So, yeah.
It goes.
That big Gig's probably watching the grandbabies today since everybody else earlier was talking about grandbabies. Sure, add another grandmother to the list. Go ahead. My question is, does Gigs have wood? It's wood season, Gigs. And if you ever made those apple fritters for me and you still got them, they're probably as hard as wood. You might be able to use that to burn. Hey, I'm just saying. So I checked out Lori's World this morning, and she was splashing her grapes.
Woohoo! Woo-woo!
She harvested 16 pounds of grapes.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And,
Yeah.
and for a small garden, yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
And when she was taking them off the vines and all that other stuff in the house, of course, you had to eat some while you're doing that. And of course, you didn't eat grapes.
Of course you do.
And she reweighed everything. It was only 13 pounds. So between her, Mima, and the hubby, they ate 3 pounds worth of grapes.
Right, but then are they big ones? Or they decent sized looking ones?
Yeah.
If they're decent sized looking ones, that's about average for a person.
Yeah, because I think you might be in the snow zone this year for sure.
Welcome to New England.
Yeah. So, needless to say,
I agree with Poppy too, Bears. As you get older, just take whatever comes your way. Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, Pappy,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, looking outside Bob does not make you weird, just a survivor. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't get that, especially the younger generations. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't understand. And
I get it.
I could care less if people think I'm weird, I'm fake, whatever. It's like, yeah. But I can honestly say it doesn't matter what you say about me because I will be the last man standing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a mag. I have family. I know my family will freaking put their lives on the line for me, and I'll do the same for them. And the brothers and sisters I serve with have proven it back and forth to each other, and they'll do it again. You know, so you go ahead and pick your people in your mag. And when they backstab you, steal your crap and all that, when it comes down to you or them, and they backstab you, yeah, then where you at? Because until you've been through the stuff and they've proven, you can't 100% trust somebody unless they're family. And I'm not talking about second cousins, third cousins, because those are 10 they'll freaking backstab you too. I'm talking about immediate family, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters. And notice I didn't add wives in there. There's some of them that are kind of sketchy. But ladies, you'll say the same thing about men. Hey, Dig Deeper, how you doing?
Hey, Dig Deeper. Hey, Josh. High five. Is he doing good?
And since he's here, if you haven't seen Dig Deeper's Bushcraft Challenge, you need to go check it out. He did a
Yes.
unique, excellent video. And different than others, and you learn something. So go check it out at Dig Deeper Ministries. All my mods are busy today, so I'm trying to mod and do this at the same time. So that's why I'm not posting anything.
Where's my phone?
I've had a couple of mods, and I'd have them post the websites. But I think everybody here I haven't seen, nobody really knew that
Where's
doesn't.
Shifter go?
She is inside the store shopping for her grandson's shoes.
Shifter has been disappearing lately.
Huh?
I said Shifter has been disappearing lately.
No, she was on here earlier, and then she had to drop because I had to go to the shoe store.
Mm-hmm.
She's only got a certain amount of time to take her grandson to get him shoes before the mom picks him up. So she wanted to make sure she got him some shoes.
She got grandma duties.
Yeah. So, is there raining there today?
Here?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Jeez. I'm trying to think. Is there any place in the Northeast that it's not raining?
I don't know, but I got that musty smell back in my house again.
Uh-oh.
Rain, because it rained all weekend.
Now, I wonder if you put cotton balls out, if that will take the musky smell away.
What did you say, cotton balls?
Well, I said cotton balls, but I can't remember the stuff that you put in the closet for mothballs. There you go.
No, that will just keep the moths away.
I could have sworn there's something like mothballs that you do, and they'll take the musk smell away. I just don't remember the name.
If I get those, what do you want to call it? They're bags that you can hang up. My mother-in-law, we used to have them out in Florida because it would get moist at her house.
Yeah.
In Florida, they suck up the moisture and then help with the smoky odor. I have to get a bunch of those.
Yeah, damp red. That's a good one. See, B. Sharman, you know something.
Yes, thank you, B. Yep. And literally, it would get, because it gets so humid out there, it would within 2 days, you'd have a huge water bag hanging because it would already fill up. What did I do with my phone plug?
And surprisingly enough, or not, since it's crazy, I'm surprised she hasn't mentioned another thing to do to get that musky smell out of there. Smoke a fatty.
Smoke a fatty makes it smell real skunky after that one.
Yeah. You can tell if it's skunk or not.
Yep.
I remember back in the 80s when skunk weed came out. I'm like, really? That's my pre-adult years. So, hey, I had to test the water, so I knew which way I was going to go.
Yep. Yeah, we have a new heat dehumidifier. We just got it. We have that, and then we just got he's been going to alternating it throughout the house, downstairs in the basement. But it's just where damage had been done from my grandmother too, flooding things out and stuff like that. It smells where we have to get to, where they had opened up the closet wall when they had to do the leaky faucet in the bathroom tub. They had to open up the closet wall that abutted the bathroom, and oh my goodness, it's coming through there. It's just, I don't know. Probably should be running the heat to dry it out a little bit, but I don't feel like boiling up in the house.
Yeah.
I gotta run it soon anyway to dust it off.
Yeah. See, chemical knows what I'm talking about. Skunk weed.
Oh, that's all I have right now.
Yeah.
That's what I actually have. I actually do have skunk. I like skunk. It's a good sativa. Keeps it up.
I just remember when it first came out, you know, it was like, oh, this skunk weed. It's like, why would you want skunk weed? Because before you really got used to it and tried it, all you think about is Pepe Le Pew lighting a fatty.
I don't know. It's kind of more like you don't get see it. It's the weed smell itself, and then the citronella, the citrus smell in it. Not
Yeah,
citrus, but it's a citrusy smell, which is actually really refreshing.
yeah. But until you tried it, you didn't know. You just heard the name, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, you think it's gonna smell exactly like a skunk, but it don't. It's actually got a really good smell to it.
yeah. So let's see, 80s, it's 20. It's been over 40 years since I smoked anything like that.
Yep, today's the last day I can have any sweetener in my coffee.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wednesday I go for a poop and scope.
Ooh.
Yeah, colonoscopy on Wednesday.
Ooh, so you got to start drinking the. You got to start drinking the drink here shortly.
No, they don't give it to you by prescription. I have to go out and buy my own Miralax and Dopalax. And
Yeah.
so all I have to do is take my stomach meds for one day, and I'm completely cleaned out. All my stomach meds. If I went back on the medicine I was on before that they told me to stop. So I have some of that on the side. So and just now my sugar's going down. What the fuck?
Yeah, long morning, Mom. I saw those videos of you harvesting. I'm like, oh my God.
And that weird noise you hear in the background. That's my fan now. That's how it sounds now. It sounds weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Happy Two Bears knows about magnesium citrate.
Yeah.
I'd rather drink magnesium citrate than the powdered crap they give me. Because I at least could put it over ice and let it get cold really, really quick after you pull it out of the fridge and pour it over ice. And it sort of tastes like a lemony Sprite. Not quite, but it tastes better than that powdered junk they make you drink.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's using the Miralax gigs. Yeah, and Camel Cars, same thing.
I'm gonna use.
I was a heavy test subject back then, and it was bad as they say it was. I'd have been dead a long time ago too.
They told me to drink 230 milligrams of Miralax in a Gatorade. I'm like, what are you trying to kill somebody? Really?
Hmm.
I don't think it would matter if your stomach is fully empty or not. It just depends on when you eat or drink. Technically.
Hey, just do the California craze. You go in 30 minutes before the procedure, and they stick a water hose up your butt and flush your whole system out. And,
Oh, to suck it out? Yeah.
yeah, and then you can be all nice and clean for the procedure.
That's what I should do.
Everything gets flushed out that way, according to the wackies.
Yeah, and you don't need to have a drink or anything. I've seen that done before. Not
I'm like,
done, but I've heard of it, you know.
did you know you got 32 pounds of freaking excess waste in your freaking thing? No, I don't. I normally poop. I'm on a schedule, and yeah, if I have 3 pounds, I'd be surprised.
That's the thing with me. I don't normally poop. Some days I can poop my brains out, and then some days I can't because of the gastroparesis. It's a touch and go subject.
Yeah.
It's like having IBS both ways at the same time, kind of.
Yeah.
You either have, or that what's the one, Crohn's disease with your stomach or with your intestines, besides IBS. So.
No idea. We need Lake Fairy here. She's got everything, so she knows it all.
I know, right? Yeah, she'd be able to help me when I'm talking about. But I
Yeah, Happy Two Bears.
I don't know. That seems to be a lot of Miralax to me.
Yeah, it does. But what do we know? We're not the experts. It's the
Right.
doctors that are making us drink the crap.
And I don't know. I don't know. You guys don't physically see me, but I don't eat a lot anyway, too. When I eat, it's mostly liquid stuff anyway because of my stomach.
Yeah.
So I'm halfway there. I don't know. I'm not gonna drink that much. I'm telling you right now, I'm not drinking that much.
Yeah. But hey,
A whole bottle, isn't it?
say what?
That's like a whole bottle, isn't it?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Why are you gonna do that?
Yep. But you got to look at the good and the bad. Well, we still got power, and things are still haven't collapsed completely yet. You want to get this stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
Having to get it done when there's no power. Can you see how they manually would freaking scope you? Uh-uh.
No,
Yeah.
it's been a long time since I've had one on. Because when I finally met my biological father, he had a year to live, and come to find out he had colon cancer that he didn't know, and it went straight to his liver. So at 22, I went and, can I get one done, please? Because of my biological. Now I met my biological father. My doctor agreed to it because now we knew family history.
Yeah.
Nothing was then, and then 2 years later, I went for another one. The powder drink, I'd rather take the powder drink right about now with the magnesium, the bottle. I was like, what? You guys don't give that out no more? They're like, no, you have to pay for your own stuff. I'm like, yeah, here I go. Now my sugar's dropping for some reason. It was sky high earlier. I don't know why.
All I gotta say is TH2's got jokes. That should prepare you when you look at your phone.
Nothing was calling me.
Yeah. They say that the directions say to drink it all, but there's no way possible.
No,
I,
there's
I don't
no.
even I don't even think Bigfoot could finish a whole gallon of that
I
freaking.
was seeing what Beach Almond said. She said she pukes at the end. She
Yeah.
couldn't drink it anymore. Yeah, because it was too much for your body.
You're like, you got to drink this much every 15 minutes, then every 30 minutes. I'm like, no. And in between there, you're rushing to the bathroom because it's working in your system. And then you miss freaking drinking once or twice, and now you got to play catch up. Now, there's no way possible.
That fan's pissing me off.
So just get enough so it actually clears out your system. It's like, well, I already got a diaper rash, not any more diapers. So it must have cleaned out my system.
That's good, Ruben. Ruben just said the storms and power outages have helped him know where he needs to improve on his preps, etc.
Yep.
That's good. That's the thing. We all get prepared for certain things, but you don't know until the scenario happens somewhat,
Yep.
if you're really all set for not of what you think you are. And sometimes there might be an item or two you might need to grab that you never thought of, and all of a sudden it sparks you and there you go. So get it.
Yep. See, it's just like the great freeze in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just complained, oh, all these poor people, blah, blah, because they weren't prepared and they got warned.
They got more.
They didn't get no 30-day warning, but they got, more than 24 hours. And they should have had some of the stuff, but no. And a lot of them moved from California here and they're bitching, complaining. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
and when are people going to help us? When are you going to help yourself?
The government is not always going to be there to help you. And that's always been the thing. They want you to do things on your own.
Yeah.
You need to be a little bit self-reliant on some things because, honestly, it's way too much lean on the government, and then it takes away other things that it should benefit for.
Yeah. Some of y'all need to watch the old Westerns where the Indians attacked a community and they had to fight them off.
Yeah.
Who always showed up late? The cavalry. Exactly. Think about it. That's the government showing up too late.
Yeah. Because you know why? Because they warned you about it and you didn't listen. You didn't heed the warning. Sometimes it's okay to heed the warning and sometimes it's not.
Mm.
It should be your gut instinct and stop being so gullible and depending on certain things. It's always, I mean, we've all lived like that.
Mm.
Look back, you know, on our ancestors and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're here again to recorrect things, do things over again. If your ancestor was one that didn't listen and that died during a certain storm, but you were lucky enough to have you or your grandmother or grandfather in the next generation, you know,
Mm-hmm.
then so be it. And that's what that's you always listen to your elders, you know. Always listen to your elders. They've been there, done that. I think we've always said that, right?
Yeah. And, you know, many generations are spoiled. I
In
mean,
Florida, it snowed in Central Florida before. When my cousin lived out there a couple of years ago, it snowed in there, and they were all like, "Wow!" And she was like, "Yay!" Because she's from New England, so she was like, "Woohoo!" You know, and everybody's looking at her like she's retarded, but she's like, "It's nothing. Don't worry about it." And that was the year that everybody in Georgia and Carolinas, they had a little bit of snow, and they were slipping and sliding because they're not used to it, you know. But yeah. Three times in your life, okay. Yeah, nothing will too much stick. You'll make it glazy a little bit, but only for like a little bit because the ground's always been so warm out there. There's Chef Kicker. Yeah, in certain areas where it has not snowed ever, if you've never seen it in your lifetime, be prepared for it to. Because it could happen. Make sure you get a good outfit for warmth. Warmth is the key when it snows.
okay, so everybody's heard of the Great Depression when Wall Street collapsed and all that other crap, right? Back then, there was no food stamps.
No.
So when the dollar collapses and we're in a full-fledged depression, even though everybody's saying we're just in this recession right now, everybody that's on food stamps, what are you going to do? You ain't going to be getting no freaking money for food. Protesting ain't going to help the situation.
Nope.
Think about it.
It's going to actually make them worse. It's going to actually show.
You're going to show all the people, hey, you got energy to protest, then
Yeah.
you have energy to go get a job. If you can find one, if there's any jobs anymore, so you can make money in order to freaking get your own food.
Mm-hmm.
Stop using that energy protesting and grow some food. But there's going to be a whole lot of people hurting when the money runs out.
And see, Beach Hammond's kind of sort of used to it because she goes to visit Alaska where they get a tons of snow. And their summertime seasons are very short. But even Alaska, the last couple of years, I've been noticing how it's been warming up quicker and staying warmer longer.
Yeah.
A lot of their nature is gone.
Mm-hmm.
That they depend on too to live off of. You know.
No.
Because I mean, I know I got cable. Blah blah blah. Who cares? But watch some of the reality shows, like the Life Below Zero in Alaska. It tells you the seasons that they have, and a lot of them on that show were complaining how much of a short season there was for certain things, which makes their environment change, you know.
No.
And they've been noticing it. The old timers that are on the shows have been noticing it, which pertains to pretty much us too, because if they're in Canada too, and if their areas change with different weather scenarios, then it means that we're also going to change in the States over here for different weather scenarios. So, get your shit together, do some homework.
No.
investigate. If you have Wi-Fi to be online with us, then you can go on YouTube and look anything up. There's still that kind of information out there on YouTube. They haven't closed everything down completely yet.
Yep.
You can still Google it.
Yep. And I was watching a stream that talked about the water situation in Louisiana. And
Mm-hmm.
that they're having to truck in water because the water's not safe to drink now
Yep.
because the water's so warm. And
It causes bacteria.
yeah, and it's like, oh, but we're supposed to be getting rain, so that's going to help. That doesn't solve the problem. Even though there was a newscast lady that was on there being interviewed, she's like, that doesn't help. That doesn't solve the
That
problem.
doesn't help the problem unless you
We
get
need to solve the problem. Yeah, help. These little solution things to help is good, but we need to solve the problem. Of course, one of the newscasters went into, well, it's climate change, global warming. No, that's your answer. Just don't want to freaking look it up and do the hard work.
Yeah, they only tell you half the truth. They agree with it, but that it's not going to be the best thing for it to rain. Yeah, it could be because people have rain catchment systems. That's a good thing. But you can't go, it doesn't help filtrate the waters. Years it takes to filtrate certain things out of waters. Years to decades. It's just, that's the thing. They listen to too much of the news media. It's all right to listen to your local stuff. That's why I only listen to my local stuff. And when they start talking about other stuff that's across the world, I shut it off. Because they ain't there. I only want to know what's going on here,
Yeah.
I watch my weather, which is wonky like everybody else's.
Well,
I don't listen to this shit unless it's something that I know that they're going to be talking about and see how they mess it up. Because I've heard it straight from the source and see how they, see how the news broadcasters change it,
Yep.
You do want to compare, because that kind of proves it to you right there on how gullible they think you all are. It's just like that part out of Big Brother. 1 and 1 equals 3, and you will believe it,
Yeah.
If they tell you so. Stop listening to the government 100% of the time. That's the whole thing. And we have at least everybody in our community right here that does not. But we need to push it on the people that do listen to just the government to try to change them. It's hard to change stupid, though.
Yeah. Because they don't want to do the research. They just want to hear about it and then report on that. No.
They want it all done for them. They'll stop being like that. That's how the millennials act. They want things done for them. We weren't raised like that, so don't act like that, If you're in this generation, the older generations don't act like that. A lot of the older generations act like that.
No.
It's like, how can you do that? Why be so stupid?
No. And the reason I argue about them trying to use the excuse of climate change, global warming, okay, I'm going to use their own scientific proof. If the icebergs, the polar caps are melting at a fast rate, that's all fresh water. Salt water doesn't freeze like fresh water does.
Right.
And when it melts, it's poured in all that fresh water into the oceans.
Yep.
So, think about it. And then all the fresh water goes through the jet streams underwater and goes around the world and everything else. So how could it be all salt water going through the Mississippi? They're doing something wrong on the Mississippi. It's growing in the salt water. Because it should be fresh water because the jet stream goes by the freaking miles of the freaking Mississippi. And the fresh water is not getting in. So it's either the polar caps aren't melting as fast as they're saying.
Yeah.
Or, hey, Dana B.
Hey, Dana.
In Louisiana, hey, you have a problem with salt. Why don't you go to California? Supposedly they got those salt freaking purification freaking places where they're taking the salt out of the ocean water to make fresh water. Supposedly.
You can do that with a filtration system, but it's expensive.
Oh.
To build it on your own, it's expensive. But you can use salt water to filtrate. But why spend? I mean, yeah, that's
Well, the governor, everybody knows who the governor of Louisiana is, right? So that governor needs to just tell the federal government, hey, we need this because we have some problems, or it's going to be worse. We don't start building it now and stop giving money to Ukraine and start giving it to us so we can fix our problem before it becomes a global pandemic problem.
Look, one last round of tomatoes I pick off and look at them now. And then my plant's dead.
Mm-mm.
It's cold. It's cold now where we're at. I think last night it got into the 40s last night over here. But yeah, the saltwater thing is hard. I need a. Oh, what's that? I can't pronounce that what Beach Hammond just wrote. She has a what? Sand. What do they call it? Monosis?
I don't know.
It's the one that, because they have a lot of salt water in their water. To shower straight from the Florida water is horrible. It dries out your hair, your body, everything. They need some kind of filtration systems in their homes and stuff. And that's what it is.
KB, the governor of Louisiana is John Bel Edwards. He's part of the Democratic Party. You know, Biden won't turn him down if he asks for money. So think about it. Why is it every freaking state, it seems like, is run by a Democrat that having water issues?
But like, okay, I'll give an example. Our immigration issues here, our new governor here is crying for the government to come help. They're expecting and waiting for help from them, either more funds or something.
No.
They don't know why. Well, you have the right to shut down your state and not let anybody in. Stop being so dumb and stop depending on the government. There's an example right there. Stop depending fully on the government. They're not going to completely 100% help you. And then we get this new stupid governor or mayor or whatever. Governor. Both of them. Governor and mayor. They're both like, oh, Democrat. Yeah, Democrats. It's not really the Democrats. It's the liberals that suck you in to try to believe that the government's here to help you. And don't worry, they're here to save the day. They ain't your superhero for any situation, any scenario.
No.
They'll only give so much to each state. Because technically, we ain't got the money either.
Well,
you know, it's all gone. It's all gone. If you haven't used up, if your states have not used up your stimulus checks, their stimulus funding, they need to do it. That's how you start. Use that to be more self-sufficient and self-reliant. Yeah, use it up from the government. Yes, it was great the government gave it to you, but use it wisely. That's the thing. They're not using it wisely. They're all spending it and then thinking the government's going to help them again.
Yeah. And somebody's going to ask, what's the good news? Wait for the videos to come out.
Good news.
Yep. Because Biden thinks he's going to send 800 National Guard to the Texas border.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be enforcing anything, but they'll only be doing administrative stuff.
Oh, wait.
To assist. Well, here's the answer Governor Abbott gave. If we don't get real help, I'm sending the next loads of buses to the White House.
Yep.
Period.
That's what should be done anyway. Any state that has the problems like that, just be busting it off.
Send everything to D.C., every single one.
Just make sure they don't come too far up here in Massachusetts, because we actually got people that are fighting back in Mass that don't want any more immigrants here because we don't have enough funding. There's not enough room.
Well,
They don't expect the government to help. They want the people to realize it.
no.
Because all it takes is people in their states to speak up, and then things start happening. Not to get government help, but speak on how you want the things changed.
Yeah.
Might be a little fight because you got to.
Every state that doesn't want the illegals
Mm-hmm.
and wants the border shut down, basically I'm talking about conservative states, should make state laws requiring that any freaking pedophile or sexual offender cannot live in their state and must go live in Washington, D.C. Put all those freaking sick bastards in D.C. They'll feel right at home with the politicians. Think about it.
Yep.
If that's not good enough, any state that gives a felon back the right to vote and to carry a gun, send them to that state too.
Yep.
You know, murder is a felony, but you know, hey, we know you killed somebody and you served 10 years out of your life sentence, but you're free now, so we're gonna let you go ahead and vote again. And
No, that should be a definite no. Because the way they chose to take somebody's life was in the wrong way anyway in the first place.
Well,
And all right, my husband is a felon, but he's never done murder. But he's done crimes, and he don't want to vote because he knows he's done his time. He got caught what he did. He used to rob people. Got caught. He's been clean and hasn't done anything for over 20 something years. But still, he's like, I don't think I have the right to vote because I went against everybody.
you know,
See, some of them agree that they don't need to. He's like, I don't want to anyway. The government's so crooked, you can't rely on it anyway. Because he's seen the inside of it where there's people that were worse than him getting away with a lot worse. You know? So I don't think they should have any rights coming out from anything. And that's just my view. So and you don't want his rights to vote or anything because he's like, didn't deserve it because I did crimes when I was younger. Because back then, when you got caught and you took the punishment, you know, now they cry, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got to go to jail. Well, yeah, because you did something dumb, fuck up.
you know,
And they can't suck it up. They can't. That's why I laugh at all these programs where I watch people running from the cops. You know you did the crime. You're going to get caught eventually. Just man up.
you know.
Man up.
You ain't gonna be no Bonnie and crime and have a crime spree across the nation and shit. Just you might as well just give up because you're gonna get caught. There's too much technology out there. You will get caught.
Eventually, yeah. And that costs more taxpayer dollars to go chase these people down, wasting our time, wasting the cops' time when there was other people that need to pay attention to,
You know,
other problems they need to pay attention to. And these stupid kids running around or people running around thinking they can get away with it. You know that they're thinking in the back of their heads, eventually I'm going to get caught. And that's the waiting game of when you're going to get caught. But when you get caught, fucking put your hands up, man up. Why you got to battle everything? I ain't going to jail. Well, why'd you get in this stupid shit anyway in the first place? That's just me. I'm sorry.
you know, it's like that one murderer that accidentally got released, which I think they really need to investigate. How did he accidentally release the wrong guy?
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, and then he got out of the freaking. He went a high speed chase, and they ended up freaking killing him.
Yep.
And I'm surprised one of his relatives. Oh, he was reformed. He was in jail for 24 hours. He was reformed. He found Jesus.
There's no reform in
No.
that. No.
He met Jesus, and Jesus is gonna freaking give him the final freaking condemnation of what he's freaking done. But
Yeah.
you know,
Judgment Day is when they meet Jesus. That's the real Judgment Day.
well,
You know. But it's just like, I mean, yeah, I've been there, done that, been around people that have done stupid shit, but then they grew out of it.
Mhm.
But none of my friends that I ever hung out with ever got caught for, and they never did murder. Maybe vandalism or something because we were just teenagers, you know, throwing eggs at houses. That's the most I've ever been around. I don't know. It seems more in the city. It is more the immigrants coming over that try to find a fast buck.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing is they're either A, trying to bring more family over here, so they're trying to send more money over there where they come from, so their family can come here instead of doing a harder living. The old schoolers that come here, they know how to work their butts off, work 3 or 4 jobs, support a house, support the family that they have living there, and still send them some money to get over here.
Yeah.
But then you got the young bucks that come over that deserve to get shot, seriously, because there's something wrong with them. It's the way everybody had been brainwashed and pampered and never. See, you go to different countries, they're not brainwashed and pampered like our children are here. Or when you come here from a different country, you get pampered to come in here. I don't know why we need such a head count and why we keep on promising so many people to come over. It is the land of the opportunity and stuff because our rules are different than other countries, granted, but you're still going to follow the rules of what we have.
Yeah.
And they don't want to. They want to make a fast buck thinking of the drug dealing or stealing stuff from people and cashing it in. They ain't going to get in trouble, but you know what? You come across the wrong parent that their child did have a death with a drug, and then they get caught, and then they cry about it.
Yeah.
They cry about it. It's
So I like watching the videos where I like watching the YouTube, TikTok videos where they show the young criminal ended up killing somebody, and the judge reads a verdict on them that they got life or the death penalty, just their face reactions. I look at it, I start laughing. It's like, you thought you was going to get slapped on the wrist, you dumb son of a.
Yep.
Blame mommy and daddy for that one, for not beating you with that belt.
And that's the thing. It all leads back to the parents.
Yeah.
And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. You know, a lot of parents nowadays are scared of their kids because they can't even call DCF on them. They can't even call the cops on them because the cops will pamper the kids and be like, "Oh, just do as your parents are told. Here's a slap on the wrist," and that's how they're taught from there on out. Because the way that our government is. It's just completely backwards. It's gone backwards. But that's the test. History repeats itself. That's the test of what you're supposed to be doing and what the generation is going to be like the following years to come. Eventually, you'll have smarter generations that will speak up and say, no, we should be going back to the way it was before because it worked better that way. Then they'll all start doing that. And then you'll have some stupid kid saying, oh, we need to do it this way. And then you get a bunch following them. That's just how it is. It's just history repeats itself.
Well, I got some breaking news. You ready?
Go for it.
Breaking news. All right, this got dropped an hour ago from the Daily Mail. Scientists revealed the date Earth will face mass extinction. Okay, if you want mass extinction to stop, please get my personal address. I'll send me $1,000 each. I'll ensure mass extinction won't happen. That was a word from the sponsor just trying to freaking bait you for some money. Don't really send no money, and I'm not going to give you my personal address. Okay, here's the whole thing. Humans will go extinct on Earth in 250 million years. Okay, y'all raise your hand in chat. It's going to be around in 250 million years.
I plan on it. They're going to preserve me and let me go later on in time.
But it's only going to take that much time if we stop burning fossil fuels right now. So stop using your car. Just stop your car, get out, and walk where you're going. Don't use your fossil fuels no more. Shut off your freaking air conditioning. Turn off your lights. Turn off your computer. No TV on YouTube. You got to turn it off. No more fossil fuels. You got to save the planet. Do your part. Yeah. Now you see where you send me $1,000, it'll probably be more significant that I can solve the freaking world's problems than these scientists. And the reason say is say another 250 years, Pangea is going to reform. So basically, by then, all the freaking Earth's ground that used to be one continent will be completely reformed back again. But of course, that's only if we stop burning fossil fuels. I don't think so. I'm just saying, by that time, when Pangea forms, we keep burning fossil fuels, the temperatures will be between 104 158 degrees. 40 to 70 Celsius for those that use Celsius versus Fahrenheit. So,
Yep.
yeah, so how many of these scientists are going to be around in 250 years? Think about it. Why should they be making this money for this guess that they have nothing to freaking prove this shit's going to be right in 250 years from now? Like I said, I have a better chance you send me the money and I can solve the freaking global freaking warming problem than these scientists coming up with the projections. So, yeah. Oh, Gig's air conditioner been working. I hope you've been cleaning that filter out. If not, it's going to quit on you just right before you don't need it to. Make sure you're cleaning that air conditioner filter, Gigs. And, yeah. So I survived the Arctic winter that Texas had for that month. I survived the Texas summer that Texas had this month, and I did it without a freaking central air conditioning too. I used my little portable air ACs, and yeah, temperatures got up to 120 with the heat index or higher, and I didn't really push the AC guy to get the part, since I'm still waiting for it because he ordered it. But you know, there's higher priorities than mine since I'm just a runner. But I ain't worried. I can survive. I've proven myself I can survive this way, and these would run off my freaking generators anyway. So, and yeah, got all my wood. So, Gigs, that's what I'm saying. You got wood? Because I got wood. We have projections that the stove's going to go all the way to I-10 highway in South Texas this year. And they only get snow maybe once every 15 years, if even that. They are expecting quite a bit of ice too, so yeah. Needless to say, prep for the winter, to include clothes and all that. I'm trying to divert any appointments whatsoever unless they are on internet, because I don't like driving in the crap. And I don't know how to drive in it. I don't trust the other drivers, and now that we got all these immigrants,
That's something you might know how to drive in it, but you can't trust everybody else that does not know how to drive in it.
mm-hmm.
It's always like that. It's always a test when you go out on the roads.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my next thing. I already have a bunch in my cart of stuff to get for wintertime, because I had thrown out a whole bunch of my winter stuff. Well, donated it when we moved because it was stuff that I didn't fit into anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not as thin as I used to be.
Yeah.
All that had seen me on Facebook, there's a picture of me and
Hey, Bushcraft.
when I used to be thin.
And yeah, Gigs. The reason I tell you so early to get your wood, because you want to make sure you get the wood that's been sitting there for at least a year or a season. Yeah. You don't want to get the freshly cut one, because that's basically wasting more of your time or trying to burn that. Hey, B.
Hey, B. Bushcraft. Hey, what's up? Giggles, you can come get some wood for me in about a week if you want. We're having We're having trees taken down next week. Next week is the date. I don't know exactly when, but next week sometime they're gonna be coming here and cutting down them trees.
Yeah. But needless to say, the longer you wait to get wood, the better chances are you're going to get that brush wood that you won't really be able to use or won't really help in your situation when you really need it. But you know,
Yeah, but get your house in priorities too. Get ready for the seasons. You should be getting ready for each season anyway. Like you do with cooking for prepping. You know, you harvest all your stuff in the summertime to get it ready for your winter eating. You should do the same with your medical supplies. Stock up on your stuff now because you know what? I'd gone to two Family Dollars over the weekend to get two different items, and they were full of the Benadryl, Dayquil, NyQuil, all that stuff because they know it's coming off the shelves, and they upped the price on it.
no way.
Price gouging.
They wouldn't do that. Come on now. There'd be laws against that.
Yep.
It's like there's laws against illegal immigration, but they're still doing it too.
Yep.
What do I know? It's a lack of enforcement by the guy that's supposed to be doing the enforcement.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be.
Who?
Potato.
Oh no! Really?
His job is to enforce the laws of the land, and he doesn't. He thinks he's just a paper. So, wow. Oh, this weekend, what's her name? The little short, round financial person. I can't remember her name.
Schmeg.
Yeah, she did a speech and she wrote a thing about, people need to get ready. The dollars are going to drop in value. I was like, shouldn't you be talking about this about when you started raising interest rates? But of course, this is why I think these financial people we shouldn't even have in our government because they're all scammers anyway. So why are they going after Bernie Murdoch, who scammed billions off several people, and you got this group of people scamming millions of people in our country. But yeah, they waited so long to report everything so they could turn around and save their money and shift it and buy gold, silver, and all the other stuff before the masses did. And now they're reporting it because they're done buying everything. And there he is.
There it is.
Hello.
Today is National Wear Gray with a cat on your shoulder.
It's on the
So what's that signify? We know what red signifies.
gray. Just another day.
A gray shirt with a cat on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's on my lap now. I'm just getting
Well,
home.
Hey, Lake Fairy.
Hey, Lake.
It's Mommy Monday. You're not supposed to be doing stuff. I understand about printing out the stuff for Allie's school week, but everything else, no. So I'm already upset with you because you answered the phone to talk to your other daughter. So if she was in the hospital, she could text you. I'm in room so-and-so in the hospital, and then you know to freaking call her. So you're supposed to have a stress-free day with the exception of taking care of Allie's schoolwork. Should have been done yesterday, but
Dun, dun, dun.
you're too busy checking the news articles and reading your email and doing research.
Yes.
Yeah, I give Allie, one thumb up for making
Well,
you.
see, Allie was doing her homework and Lake was doing her homework. They each have different
No,
stuff.
see, but Lake's homework just gives her freaking headaches and stuff.
I know, but she was at least doing her homework. Right, Lake? I got your back. Don't worry.
That's it. We're gonna throw you in a box in the garage. We'll unbox you in about 6 months.
Maybe I'll be a collectible by then. No.
And winter will be over, so you don't have to worry about the cold and all that.
Okay, good. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Lake to drop a lunch video to see what Allie made her. I'm thinking mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Oh, you know what I've been watching, which I know it's kind of stupid, but it goes along with the book. Daybreak on Netflix. You guys ever watched or heard of it? It's actually a book. And they made it-
Daybreak.
Daybreak. It's about the apocalypse that happens, but all the parents turn into zombies and all the kids like boot it up, and shows how they figure it out. And guess where it happens? In Glendale, California.
No, I know Glendale.
Everything happens in California.
I remembered the book because my stepson had requested it, I think a couple of years ago. It actually came, the thing on Netflix, I think it came out in 2019, actually.
Uh-huh.
But it goes along with the book.
I
Allie would like it. Like, tell Allie to watch it. It's funny.
was watching season 1 of The Walking Dead because I
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to get to the CDC part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you went backtracking, huh?
Wildfire.
Wildfire. Yep.
And it was real amazing how we are these things that are, and I don't know if it's changed since then, but anybody living around one of those places,
Mm-hmm.
that is probably one of the worst places to live, because if power grid goes down and they run out of fuel, they're set to incinerate that area.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anybody living around there is going to get extremely hot.
That was part of the Daybreak thing. They nuked it.
And I was
It
going to ask
comes
Chris,
from underneath, and it's
Yeah.
just a big.
how much heat do they need in order to incinerate it? Are they going to use a mother of all bombs, or are they going to use something bigger?
It's 4,000 degrees. It incinerates the air at 4,000 degrees.
Beach Haven wants to know around where.
CDC,
Yeah, be time when you're done.
because they house all that, the bad stuff. They do all that testing and all that stuff for it.
Okay.
I'll be in full zombie apocalypse over here because we have the Harvard University and all them that play around with all this stuff.
Yeah.
Right next door to me. 20 minutes away. Want to come over here and play?
That's okay, Lake. We understand. We're used to being ignored, especially on Mondays when you're supposed to have it off.
I know there's the one in Georgia.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just, I guess, search up,
And Google
and there's going to be some that you don't even know about.
Yeah.
And there'll be no way of finding out unless you drive by and see something very suspicious. You see guards out there and things like that. But there's probably some that are so hidden they could be in an apartment building and nobody would ever know it.
Right.
Down underground somewhere.
You don't know what your neighbors are doing. Put it that way.
Well, I mean,
Pretty much.
it's a government thing. They'll hide stuff in plain sight sometimes.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Wow.
I mean,
Look at all the safe houses that they have multiple underground floors in. That they do all this stuff, and nobody notices that they're putting in these underground bunkers and stuff
Mm-hmm.
right under people's eyes.
Yep.
Okay, Bushcraft, I just typed in Google. All right. I put in CDC locations in Texas. Okay. Of course, it breaks down mine in regions. I don't
Mhm.
know if your state's going to do that or not. Well, when I go down to the third one and keep going down, they start listing everything quarantine station contact list. Houston
Oh,
quarantine station.
that's
Wow.
A lot of
interesting.
them, they're calling them quarantine stations now.
Yeah, that's what they'll be disguised as.
So, so why would it be called quarantine stations?
Yeah, and
No,
just like on The Walking Dead, they had a surplus of fuel down there, but
no.
they had a scientist guy that all the engineers and everybody had already turned or left or whatever, and he didn't know how to transfer, shut things off on one end, so it was running full blast and it was going through the gas too fast.
no. Well, looking for Beach Harmon in Florida. They only have one
Wow.
CDC quarantine station. Talking about the Jabberwocky quarantine station, and that's located in Miami.
See what B said?
No, but
Blocks the cell. Oh, I thought she was saying my eyes are all blurry because I've been coughing. Sorry.
hey, Bear Truth.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff Papa.
Jeff, the zombies are taking over the bigger cities right now.
Yeah.
So it should be no time at all before you start seeing zombies walking down your street.
Well, and there's all different types: drug induced, chip induced.
Yep.
So what to look for? Good luck. If it ain't your family, they're probably a zombie, especially if they're walking, because nowadays people don't walk. And never once have I ever seen a zombie drive a vehicle in a Hollywood movie. So, Hollywood usually knows more about it. So they must know zombies don't know how to drive.
Trying to remember 2 hits in the head.
Yep, double tap.
Double tap. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's look at what Lake Freddy posted from TH2.
Oh, they're talking? Oh, my phone's on the side of it.
Now they're posting maps and stuff, probably about the CDC stuff, but who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
another thing to worry about.
Yeah, that, like I said, you could be living right next door to somebody and not even know that there's a underground government facility that's sitting there.
Yeah.
Yep, right, Margaret. Margaret said it too. Most people are the Walking Dead. Yeah. They're already there. The ones that have their heads in their phones.
Yeah. And that's why you need to have a bat like Negan and name it Lucille, because you shoot it once in the head, it drops, but it's not completely done. Use the bat the second time. Save the ammo. Because you're not going to be able to freaking just manufacture more ammo unless you actually know how to manufacture ammo and have all the unlimited supply in your basement somewhere. So. Plus, they'll give your arms a workout, so you can call that cardio. I don't remember what rule number that is on Zombieland, the cardio one.
4, I think.
Like if I have to sell here, I'm coming up your way, so I'll rent out your garage. You get my loft all set, right? Got the hay laid down so I can stay warm.
No, cardio is number 1.
Cardio's number 1.
Yeah. Rule number 2 is double tap.
Yep.
3 is beware of bathrooms. 4 is seat belts.
Yeah. which I disagree. If you're going to be driving because you're bugging out,
What happened to 5 and 6? Okay. Well, anyway, 7 is travel light.
yeah.
8 is kill efficiently. 9 is a club does not have to be reloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Trust just said. 10 is don't make any noise.
Yep.
15 is keep an exit free. Should always have 2 exits. In
And you notice in the movie, he used a milk crate to prop that door open.
Yeah.
So it's good to always have freaking your rants on a milk crate. You're ready for the zombie apocalypse.
Yep. So everybody go to the bat cages to practice their swinging.
There are 2 number 17s. One is don't be a hero, and the other one is be a hero.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. Deeper Ministry just dropped. Dollar Tree has lots of good cake, in case anyone was wondering. And he should know, because I know he bought a couple of cases of that pumpkin spice freaking cake.
Yep.
That's why Chicken Noodle girl was here, because she was complaining somebody bought all the pumpkin spice cakes at Dollar Tree. So, hey, I'm just saying.
Number 18 is limber up. You don't want to pull something when you're taking a zombie out.
Yep.
22 is when in doubt, know your way out.
Yeah.
23 is Ziploc bags. 31 is check the back seat.
Oh yeah.
And the best one of them all is number 32. Enjoy the little things.
Yep.
Winkies.
Yes. Make sure you get your stock up on Twinkies. I'll take the snowballs. I'll do Twinkies and snowballs and zingers.
Okay, I'm gonna clear up a fact that Zonderland was wrong on, and that wasn't one of the rules. But in the thing, when they say cardio is number 1, because the fatties are usually the first ones to go, and they show a fat person being chased by zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll back to the last Dawn of the Dead movie. When that lady was in that wheelbarrow and they put her in the bed. For one, they didn't show them lifting her and putting her on the bed.
Oh.
And she dies. Did you see how fast she moved from the bed going for that nurse?
It don't matter what size they are. It's
No.
the brain of the zombified they are.
So if you live next to some NFL freaking linemen, they're huge, you can move fast. I don't think size has anything to freaking do with because some of those linemen are, they're not, they're strong, they got muscle, but they also got a lot of fat. So that's a misconception. The fatties are the first to go.
Oh yeah, they can move fast nowadays.
But see,
And if you're smart, you have one of those scooters. And just jump on the scooter and just freaking go down the sidewalk.
That's the funny thing about Daybreak. All the kids are alive, and the parents get turned into zombies when they got nuked. Something that they put in the nuke so it makes it funny. But yeah, I've been watching a whole bunch of zombie stuff all weekend. I watched the new Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Bloodline one. That one was stupid.
Yeah, I haven't finished, but I know which movie you're talking about. I had to check on it again. It's like, oh yeah, I like that.
It's kind of funny. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a little love story. Like they make them all into the zombie movies.
Oh, here's the hit or the deleted ones.
Okay.
Number 6 is Cast Iron Skillet.
Yep.
Number 8,
hell no.
Number 8 is Get a Kick-Ass Partner. 12, Bounty Paper Towels.
The quicker picker upper. Yeah.
15 is Bowling Ball.
You take them out.
21 is Avoid Strip Clubs.
Gee, Could they be talking about zombie strippers?
Right.
29 is the buddy system.
Yep.
33 is Swiss Army knife. 34 is clean socks. 48 is hygiene. And 49 is always have a backup.
Which
Yep.
means a second pair of underwear because you know you're going to shit your pants sometime.
Yep.
Hey, TJ Cats.
Hey, TJ Cats.
Which a lot of those are very good
Yes.
rules to go by.
You know, just
Yep.
in life particular, but you know,
Yeah.
how many of y'all going to know any of those? Hopefully, you wrote them down and you're going to Google them and print it out and have it in your car when you're driving around on the 4th. When you get that alert tone, because when all hell breaks loose, guess what? Not saying it's going to, but if it does, you'd be like, what was number 39? And you look for your phone trying to call Bushcraft or text them. Bushcraft, what was rule number 39? Bushcraft's going to be like, hey, I'm folding my socks right now. Leave me alone.
There is no 39.
No, I know, but you know.
There's even commandments too.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah. Number 1 is teamwork. Number 5, I see they skip in between. Number 5 is confirm your kills. 12 is the world is your bathroom.
Yeah. So B. Charmer's going to be at the cardiologist on the 4th. So she's going to be practicing rule number 1, cardio.
This
There
is
you go.
for October 4th?
Yep.
Because I've been coughing and sneezing in between listening. Sorry.
Yep. So the morning of the 4th, you may want to take your allergy medicine so your sinuses are all clear, just in case you got to do that cardio.
Yep.
Oh, there's another commandment with it's cardiovascular fitness.
Yeah.
Number
Yep.
29.
Yeah.
And number 16 is a really good one. Expect the unexpected.
Now, where'd you find this?
You just search up Zombieland rules,
Oh, okay.
and there's an actual Zombieland wiki.
What?
Yeah, so it has all that information there. There's deleted rules, commandments, reasons behind the rules, and the rules.
TJ, no, I didn't get no storm last night. I went by us, went straight to Dallas. They got pounded, of course. So I'm waiting for the estimates of how much the cost is for all the damage they got.
What?
And yeah, I think Bigfoot would probably want to put one in there for those zombie squirrels. When he's at work and the zombie squirrel gets on his freaking hood at the windshield, doesn't let him in or out of the freaking vehicle. Yeah, I'm glad I went by us. I don't want no hail. I don't want no tornadoes. I don't want no hail. We've had enough of that for the next 30 years. We'll spread the love. Dallas could keep it all.
There we go. I put it in chat for everybody to look it up. Look up these Zombieland rules.
And of course, she's using mine. She can't use hers.
Sorry, I was.
No, that's fine. I understand. No.
Why doesn't it make it so that way I'm separate? I don't know.
I know you ain't got YouTube up the same time as you got StreamYard. I know.
Yep. No, I don't.
Otherwise, you'd have to do it, which I think is kind of weird with StreamYard. You should still be able to do it under yours.
Right, because if we can do that now personally on other people's streams, we should be able to do it even though we're partnering together.
Yeah.
It should identify, obviously, you made it from your side, so you're the this is your street. So
And this comes back to the Zombieland rules and why I say mags can be good, but watch if they're not immediate family. Watch them. If you can't trust them with your life,
Even
one of the
family.
questions you got to ask if they're going to be in your mag. If it's you and me and we're being chased by zombies, can I trip you and you not get offended? If they get offended, you probably don't want them in your mag. That'd be the first one I shoot in the kneecap so they can become lunch.
You can take Papa's new car truck bug looking like thing and make it into a zombie vehicle.
Yeah.
You can put it, jack it up.
That's why I carry a lot of knives with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my sword and I got my freaking bat. And
My son was making fun of me because I have all my knives like all over the place. He's like, "You have your arsenal all set up." I'm like, "Yeah, don't bring any grandkids over here."
Jay Cat says her mag is 9 cats. Yep.
Yep.
You're good. You're good. I'm just going to give you one thing. Don't watch any Stephen King movies involving cats because you probably want to get rid of them at that point. And I'm purposely not mentioning the title of the names. So at least got 2 movies that have lots of cats.
All I know is I'm heading north.
Why? It's going to be all thawed out by then.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What?
The cold weather's not going to stop the zombies. North Pole's shifting to Russia, and all the ice is melting. So you're gonna have to rethink and going somewhere cold.
But I know where I need to be if something like that happens.
All the zombies are going to come out of the Adirondacks anyway. So
That's
you know
okay.
they got that underground government facility that Lakeburg's seen planes go in and disappear and never come back out. And,
If I go to where they come from, then they won't be there anymore.
I'm still waiting. Did they release anything on the meteor that they brought back, Bestcraft?
Oh yeah, yeah. Another YouTuber I watch was restreaming it, and we were sitting there talking about it. Oddly enough, when they were getting this pod where it has this material in it, samples or whatever you want to call it from that asteroid,
Mhm.
they're scrubbing it off. You can see the dirt on there, and their gloves are all black. And there's like 2 people on the outside that had suits on. The rest of them had masks and really long gloves. And the one lady goes like this,
Oh no.
straighten her hair.
Oh.
So I mentioned, I said, well, she's the first one that's turning into a zombie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it starts. Remember, don't touch yourself when you're touching, handling things like that. Don't
Yep.
wash your hands first, please.
And the thing is, they didn't have booties on or anything. They took a brush to scrub the underneath, so all the stuff would fall down in there, and because then they moved it over to another clean table. It was supposed to be clean, even though it's sitting in the open with everybody else in there. And then they wheeled it in there and handed it off to other people that were really dressed up.
Yeah.
And all they're doing is getting it from the case, and then everything that held that case will be bagged up into certain, so they can have it tested. And then it gets sent to, I think, Utah or somewhere.
Yeah. My question is, that case, was it radioactive shielded?
I have no idea. I'm
Because that
assuming
stuff
it
being
is.
in space for that long, you know how much
Well-
radioactive stuff it's got on it?
Well, the thing is, what they were real careful of is they have explosions. Actually, something to make an explosion, that way it shoots out the parachute.
Yeah.
So that their worry was, that's why they were cleaning it off, to get the particles off if there's anything in there that could, go
Yeah.
kaboom.
Yeah. Yep, I didn't see him using a Swiffer or a Dust Devil or anything. So
Yeah, it was just big old long brushes.
yeah. You can buy those at your car shop and dust off your vehicles with. So
And just regular mask. The other people inside were all done up real good, but
yeah, because they knew something's up. They just
it
didn't tell the
it
other
didn't make sense that the people handling the thing that was in space, that was on this asteroid, they just had regular gloves on, and you could see all the black and stuff all over their gloves. And they had masks on, no hair nets or anything. And like I said, the one girl goes like this to fix her mask, and she goes, "Whoops."
Yeah.
And she looks at the other person and said, "I touched my head." And then he went over there and looked at her, and he said, "Yeah, you have some in there."
Kind of shave your
He
head.
didn't say that, but I'm pretty sure that's what was said, because they kind of got alarmed and then disappeared.
And then next she'll announce she has some kind of cancer
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Or she's gnawing on her friend.
Yeah.
Tapioca brain.
I'll be back momentarily. Yeah, see, that's the thing. They're always worried about bringing these space bacterias and all
Mhm.
that space bugs back, but then they allow certain people to be guinea pigs, not get up, to see what happens to them. She got that lady that touched her head, and all of them, they just only had masks and gloves on and not the biogear. They're all going to be quarantined for a while to see what happens to
They
them.
should be.
Yeah, they should be. They should not be
But
able to go back home.
one of the guys was sitting there answering questions on a panel with all these other
People.
reporters and stuff sitting in front. I don't know.
Yeah, and see, the reporter's going to get it the first because they're right there up front.
I would like to see, with all the activity going to the moon, I would like to see what's going on the dark side of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Because anybody can use a telescope and look around what's going on.
Yeah.
They've actually seen people land on the side we can see, and then they disappear because they go over to the other side to where we can't see them.
Yeah.
So,
Because the moon doesn't rotate. That's the only bad part. So my question is, why are these environmentalists talking about climate change, global warming? The last rocket that left Earth, they reported that rocket burned a hole in the ozone.
Oh, but they're blaming us for.
Yeah, so is it really the aerosol cans back in the 70s and 80s that caused the hole, or was it NASA? Think about it. That just tells you, freaking, they need to shut down the airlines, space travel, and all that till they do more research on that, because they're the ones killing the planet. It's not us with our freaking fossil fuel vehicles. But hey, what do I know? I'm not an expert. I would have never predicted in 250 million years Pangea would be reformed and the human race would be extinct. But I'll let you know how it goes in 250 million years. I'll do a video. Hell, maybe I'll do a live freaking feed. Y'all check me out in about 250 years. So,
well, I forgot I had my Pokemon Go running.
yeah. I noticed this morning you did I can't think of the name of that game last night.
Oh, Sunken Land. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, I went to sleep instead. I wish I would have known.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same area that I moved where I set up at on the live stream one.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm checking the news feed out real quick. There's some weird stuff. They're saying that Texas ranks among the states most impacted by natural disasters. Well, they're probably counting every tornado we get.
Yeah, tornado, hurricane, ice storm.
Yeah.
Well, United States is the number one place for tornadoes
Mm-hmm.
on the world, or in the world.
Oh no, Antarctica is experiencing rapid plant growth. Concerning scientists. Yeah, like they're really concerned.
I was looking at Rural King for the little advertiser they had out, and I could get flamethrowers that hook onto the front of my gun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're actually legal in Ohio. I was like, oh, that's interesting. 16 to 24 feet that shoots out. The smaller that thing is, though, it's only like about yay big. You probably get one little spurt out, and that'll be about it.
Okay. I think we're starting to see the media starting to respond on what we've been saying. The Evening Standard just dropped one about 2 hours ago saying anti-cucaracha drug linked to virus mutations in the latest studies that they did.
You should see the autopsy reports. There's white white blood clots in the people that they did autopsies on, and all those people that they found this in was people who took the juice.
Yeah.
They had a little bit of arm candy time.
That's freaky there.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And this all public record, so there's no misinformation as things.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. That's why I say where I get the story from, and if YouTube doesn't like it, want to label misinformation, they need to go to who I stated I got it from and label their site misinformation. So.
Oh, what's even better is when you link the video that is already up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they still try to get you on it, and said, well, that's a bit of discrimination there. And I actually said I had talked to my lawyer and said that you can't get me for something and then not touch the person where I got the video from.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I'd be making videos showing that YouTube has all these videos talking about it.
Oh,
and they're still up. I'd be pretty.
I got it overturned really quick. Hold on a minute. Let me get a hold of my supervisor.
Yeah.
Supervisor comes up. You're good.
Yeah.
It's been removed.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to give in. Yeah.
Yeah. Once there's talk of you
Lawyer.
know, you're not going to turn over.
Yeah.
That's the best thing to do if you
I
are.
was like, oh, he's not a liberal.
Mhm. That's a good thing to do if you're a creator. At least have a friend that's a lawyer that can give you legal information, and you can say, "Hey,
That's why I'm glad I got a nephew that's one. It's so easy to take care of stuff. And yes, he does follow me. He doesn't watch me all the time, but
yep,
sometimes he says, "Do you really think you should have said that?" Yep, I'm gonna be me.
I just got a nice picture of my granddaughter learning to paint on the carpet.
Oh, I
I just laughed and said, "Payback."
yeah.
yep." Whatever you guys did to me in your time will come back to you 10 times fold.
Yeah.
So my mom used to always say, "Whatever you do to me, it's gonna come back to you. I can't wait till you have kids."
Wait till you have kids and they do that to you.
That's the old school saying right there. Well, just wait till you have kids. Just
Yeah.
you'll see. Okay.
Oh, I'm never having kids.
Yeah.
Whoops.
5 later, you're like, hi. Well, me, it was 3 later. Hi. Like 3 of them doing it to me. Yep. Yep.
I figured out just by what y'all were talking about how we can meet the liberal standards for the future. Conservatives need to have more kids because we know the liberals aren't having it. They're wanting to be free with their bodies while they're young and wait till to get into a marriage type relationship to have kids when they're 40s and 50s, and half the time what they did when they were younger destroyed them even having chances to have kids. So they're not having kids, and then the other half are having same-sex relations, but there's no way they're going to have kids. Conservatives have more kids. Eventually, we'll outnumber them, and then we'll have the conservative dynasties. They'll be, doing the family things as the presidency and politicians and all the other stuff instead of the liberals.
I've been noticed a lot more people in my neighborhood have been staying home lately. The last 2 weeks. Well, the kid across the street from me, he's in a union, so I don't know if they come and go with work sometimes, depending on the jobs. But I had all summer until last week. It's been home last week and then this week.
Okay, sir.
To watch your neighborhood.
I got an idea for any liberals out there. Contact your liberal congressman. Tell them since you can get rid of Biden, nobody wants the VP. Michelle Obama's out of the question because nobody wants a fake man in office. And we definitely don't want Hillary. Why don't y'all push and have Hillary's daughter run?
Yeah.
If Hillary's daughter runs, I'm pretty sure Melania will run. And then Melania could destroy her like Trump destroyed Hillary.
There you go.
A bunker full of cats. That's all I'm going to say. It's not Dr. Seuss. It's Dr. Bushcraft. I think he's keeping an eye on that cat on your cot. That's why he gets up behind you and then looks at your screen.
Dun, dun, dun.
You keep seeing that cat over there. I'll get you, cat. I know you're the one that's been eating my freaking treats.
I got the guard chickens up there now.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Been on for 2.5 hours. Woohoo! Yes, sir.
But I don't know. All I gotta say is because I'm watching B. Charmin and Mitch talk. Stents suck. They put one stent in me to freaking check on my arteries and stuff. And it's, oh, it'll disintegrate and I'll be gone after 3 months. Yeah, but until those 3 months, I had so much discomfort because they had it in my thigh. And that really freaking sucked.
Oh, they went in the groin area.
Yeah, the artery and the near the groin they went into, and they put the stent in there, and
Yep.
the worst feeling in the world. I mean, y'all say childbirth is the worst feeling now. Have a stent put in your groin, and then when you wake up after they do the video and all that of all your arteries, that burning itself. I'm serious. It felt like somebody put a blowtorch, the very finest blowtorch, right on my artery. And that sucker burn. I woke up screaming. That scared the whole freaking ER when they had me on the. Well, it wasn't the ER, whatever freaking operating room I was in. It was like 6 people in there. They all got scared and woke up. You know, when I woke up and shit. It was all on video too. So, well, thank you, Jody Greenwood, for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you.
Hey, Jody. Good to see you. Yep. Yeah, my
And,
son was lucky when he had that mini heart attack. They went in. They were able to go into his through his wrist instead of the groin. So he's like, "Ma, I really didn't want to get shaved or have somebody probe me in the groin." And I was like, "No, you don't."
I don't know, when they've had to give me an IV,
Mhm.
most nurses have been able to just put it in my freaking, on the arm where they draw blood and stuff.
Yep.
But I've had some that no, they can't do it. But they won't put it on the top of my palm, on the backside of the palm.
Yeah, it's too
I'm like,
vulnerable.
just do it there. Oh no, no, no. So they keep poking. I got like 1,800 freaking
Oh,
holes.
that's
Yep.
the way my arm was. It got so bad that they switched arms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm so bad.
they had to get the
Right
blood 3 times because of the bad doctor that I had.
See, they usually have to put it in my neck because my arms are so bad, so they have to go right into my main artery in my neck.
Yeah.
Oh, I got easy veins, but
But
I've had when I had to go from my leg, I had a student trying to put it in a tendon.
Yeah.
I said that's not a vein, dude.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
Leave my straw alone. You guys always steal my straws.
yeah. But the last time when I had the coof last Thanksgiving, I had used a machine, which I think they should have at all hospitals. They didn't have it at the hospital I always get put to, but there's been that fire at the hospital I go to. They actually had an ultrasound machine where they went, but my veins do roll. But they were able to get it. 2 people held it down on each side of my arm, and they were able to do an IV instead of going into my neck. And they had to take blood from my foot until they got the IV into my arm. I've never had them do my feet yet. That's been the last. Those are the last places. Your hands and the feet is the last places they want to put an IV or something like that because
Your bone.
it's not close enough to your heart.
Yeah, I've seen them doing when they can't get an IV and they go through it. They put it in your bone.
Yep.
That's
But your hands are more sensitive.
that's freaky there.
Yeah, I know. But
And you got a plug right there on
your hands is
your
much
leg.
because your hands are more vulnerable. You're bending them more and stuff. Like I've had IVs like in the middle of my wrist where they've had to put a stent, not a stent, but what do you want to call it? A piece of wood, not a piece of wood, but so it keeps my arm straight like a brace, so it won't bend. Hey, like little Bobby. 20. Get extra straws. She would quit Schoolmeister was.
Okay.
And AB, if you're still in chat, did you see where Beach Harbin is having space chicken strips tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The neck isn't too painful. You kind of get numbed up, but I'm usually out of it when they do my neck anyway. I wasn't out of it this time, so.
I'm sorry. If they got to numb it up before they do anything else,
You're not supposed to be front.
I think no.
Well, the reason why they numb it up at your neck, even though when I'm out of it, you still move. They don't want you to move because that's your main artery.
Yeah.
So they don't want you to feel anything when they do that. It's only like they put that cream on your skin.
Yeah.
Because they have to slice you open a little bit. They just don't go poking right in. They slice. I have like a scar that's like, they use a scalpel and slice you open and then put it in.
Not a problem, Margaret. We love you, darling. Stay blessed.
Yes. Have a good, blessed day and keep prepping, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, Splint. Thank you. Couldn't think of it. Beach Harmon's my information checker.
So you notice that since HIV hit the world, AIDS, all that, we haven't had really any big vampire movies. Did all the vampires die because they
There's been
contracted
some vampire
HIV?
movies.
Huh?
There's been some vampire movies. The one with
Not-
Tom Cruise.
That was before freaking AIDS came out.
No,
I
No.
could have sworn it was before. The
That's,
Interview with a Vampire.
that's in 2000s it came out.
AIDS had been out since what, the 60s, 70s? It just
70s.
70s. In the 70s, it became real rampant.
Yeah, 80s, and everybody knew about it then. Late 80s, that is.
Huh. Thought it came out. Well, we know it was around, but
Came out before the times of
1994. Oh no, that's Chronicles Vampire.
yeah.
That's a TV series. I'm looking
Yeah,
for-
and then you got Twilight.
Oh well, that's teenagers. They don't care about sexual.
Vampire Sparkle.
In the 80s, what was that movie with that comedian?
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, yeah, that was the 80s. And there was a comedy one, Once Bitten or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
with Drew
yeah.
Carey. Yeah.
Had who's that comedian actor? The one that played the Grinch.
Yeah.
I can't even think
I
of his
said Drew Carey, but it's not Drew Carey. It's
Oh my gosh, he was even on Saturday Night Live as the fireman.
yeah.
Pet Detective guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Ace Pet Detective guy. He was the main character out of that one.
The Interview with a Vampire came out in '94. So I
Yep.
thought it came out like early '80s.
Nope. And the books came out right a little bit before that. That's another movie series like
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, thank you. That's another series like Hannibal.
Yeah, Lost Boys came out in '87.
Yep. But Interview with the Vampire, there's 2 or 3 books, isn't there? And it came out like how Hannibal came
Well,
out.
yeah, I wasn't talking about that one either. It's where Tom Cruise dies in a plane crash that's hauling that vampire. That one chick, I forget her name.
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about. He's been.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Hey, Lori.
Let's see if it'll pop up. Let's put it in here.
Just type in Tom Cruise vampire movies.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
I know he had the interview one,
Yeah.
but the latest one was,
Younger than the one you're talking about, right?
yeah, 2012 maybe, 14.
See, if you type in that, then Interview with a Vampire comes up first. All of.
I just everything's coming out. Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah. There is another one. Yeah, it's all Interview with the Vampire.
Even all the images. Like, come on now. I know he did more than one.
Yeah, there's Underworld, Queen of the Damned.
Yeah, see, Interview with the Vampire came out in 1976. It was a novel. It had the same name too.
Bram Stoker's
Mm-hmm.
Dracula. There's a bunch of those. 98. There's Vampires. There's Daybreak. Yeah, I remember that one.
You can't forget Dust to Dawn.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Selma Hayek with the boa constrictor freaking dance.
Even Eddie Murphy was a vampire.
Yep.
Yeah, Vampire in Brooklyn. Yeah. Oh, Dark Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of biased. Buffy the Vampire was probably the one I liked the most. And I'm not talking about the TV show. The TV show is pretty good too.
The movie, yeah, the movie was good. But I do like the TV shows. Because then it showed you what the usual was.
Can't forget about the remake of Fright Night, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fright Night. That was a good, even the originals are always the best. I like
Yep.
Fright Night.
I like the original better, but hey.
Yeah, I think Bee's right. It was the Mummy, but she was a vampire, though.
Yep. There was vampires in that movie too.
Yeah, it had to be a vampire, or I mean a mummy, because I'm not seeing no other ones that he's a vampire.
Then you got Dracula that's made up.
Yeah,
made
that's
up
it, the
several
Mummy.
times.
Yeah, Sophie. That was her name. She played that part really good. She was freaky looking.
What We Do in the Shadows. Van Helsing. That was a vampire movie.
Yeah.
Even wasn't V?
That's Aliens.
No, but there was a series on Netflix beginning with a V.
Oh. Yeah,
Each
there's
one was like
a
we just
series
did.
on for
It was all-
vampires.
That was all vampire stuff.
Vamp.
That happened at a base out in the middle of the snowland. Yeah, Once Bitten was the one I was talking about.
So when B Charmer was younger, she just did hickeys. That's why she's able to freaking suck the freaking corns off the cob now.
And there's that one person that's AOC. She's a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. There's so many notifications I gotta. Oh, now they're worried about, well, national parks closes. There's a government shutdown. Well, if they ain't going to get paid, they're going to shut down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, game wardens aren't going to be working if
Yeah.
they ain't getting paid.
And that was one of the questions about the NASA thing.
Uh-huh.
Because it is funded by the government.
Yeah.
And they asked what about the, transporting and, testing and all that stuff? It's already been pre-approved,
Yeah.
so it'll keep going.
Yeah. It's
That
been budgeted
project,
to keep going. Yeah.
yeah, that project itself, not the whole NASA, but that project.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of different things that are penciled in. So, because there's a lot of stuff going on overseas
Yeah.
that can't shut down. It would be nice.
Yeah.
They just send all of our kids and stuff home, soldiers. Well, everybody go home.
Well,
Government shutting down.
I just found a connection between, and it's on Zombieland. Notice the opening of Zombieland, and the cars are overturned and zombies are going everywhere, and they show the Capitol. If you really look at it, there's usually more traffic and more people out. So the government had been shut down when they filmed the scene with all the zombies and all that there, due to the fact that,
Well, it's probably filmed in Georgia.
yeah,
They have the whole front lawn and everything.
Mhm.
They have a whole other White House down there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, but when they did the scenes, they were showing the street scene with the limo was tipped over on the side, and the guy was munching on the Secret Service guy and all that. There really wasn't very much traffic or anything, pedestrian or anything else. So does that mean that's going to happen during the government shutdown? Because they've been predicting. Wait to see when we shut the government down. Are they going to release something from the space asteroids? Well, Bushcraft prediction correct that they brought back the zombie virus. Dun, dun, dun. It's
Yeah.
just our opinion. We're not experts, but hey, you never know.
And I
Anything
actually
is
picked
possible.
I picked the one person that is going to be the one turning into a zombie first, because she goes like this, and she looked at the person beside her. Oh no!
Yeah.
You can read the lips. Oh
I
no!
wonder if they still got that video up. It'd be nice to freaking edit that and have that. It's like,
Let me see if he still has it up. Well, I'm sure it is. You can probably go back and watch it, but unless they cut it out, because they're the two women that are lifting this up, and I don't understand why it was the women that are lifting this, but and they didn't have clothes on. They had street clothes on, and no booties or anything on their feet, and they lift this thing up in the air while somebody's underneath and scrubbing it with a scrub brush.
Right into the eyes. All over their
And
face.
then both their hands are got black soot and stuff all over them, and she goes like this because of the mask was over here, and she was fiddling with it, and she looks over at the person next to her and goes, "Oh no!"
should have worn a bandana instead. She wouldn't have to do any of the mask correction stuff. But what do I know? I don't work for NASA.
Yeah.
And I know one lady that's probably not going to be working for NASA very much longer either.
Hey, Trust, did you know that before Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you know where that came from originally, that idea? What movie?
Where?
Joss. Joss is the original version of where they got Buffy the Vampire Slayer from.
Oh.
Joss. I don't know what year it came out.
No,
There's a few shows that came from Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
Angel, and then there's
Yep.
There's another one. I can't remember what the name of it is.
no idea. I'll just stick with Night of the Living Dead.
And that was Angel. That was a horrible ending for that show.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. Yes.
Oh, They just running down the alleyway and it ends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nothing like keeping you hanging on a thread, you know? Hanging on by a thread, just want to want more.
Well, I don't know, B Charm. I don't know if you've matured since then. We need an opinion of somebody close to you. We need to interview your husband. Uh-oh. A
No,
new version of, I don't know if they could do a new TV version of Buffy.
nope.
I don't know if anybody could ever replace Sarah Michelle Gellar. She did an excellent job on that TV series.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I liked all the other supporting actresses around there too. They did pretty decent. Some of them went to do other programs and made it good, and other ones didn't. And
Yeah. She the redhead chick, she did the American Pie.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Was that her?
Willow.
Van
Willow.
Cat chick.
She played Willow, right?
Yeah.
Willow. She was the Wiccan. She was a witch.
And the little brunette. I don't know if the sister of Buffy, somebody's sister. She did Euro Trip.
Oh no, she was another Slayer that went
Oh.
bad.
I
Mm.
thought she was like the sister or something.
Yeah. I'm
I
surprised
liked her in Euro Trip a whole lot more than I did Buffy.
I'm surprised she didn't go further.
Yeah.
Wasn't she also in Wrong Turn or something like that? One of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the wrong turns.
One of them. Yeah, I think it was the first one.
Oh, was it the first one?
I think. But that was a good movie too. Yeah, Wrong Turn. Like they said from some zombie rules, know your surroundings.
Well, I'll have to admit, when I saw Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, I was biased the first season for the TV series because I wanted Christy Swanson to play Buffy instead. So I was so used
No,
to it.
I think what's her face did a better job. She should have been the main Buffy character, not the blonde-headed, not
Not Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, I think she should have been in the movie.
Yeah.
And then continue with the TV series. So
Yeah. But of course, I like Christy Swanson better as a brunette. The first film I ever saw her in was The Program. And she played a pretty decent girlfriend to the football player, the quarterback.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
mhm.
So
She would actually pull off a good Anna Nicole Smith.
I'm surprised she didn't go further. You know, a lot more movies and stuff.
No,
No.
she's doing TV commercials now. I forget what she.
I
there's
think
another one
she concentrated on getting married, having kids, and
about
F
the
Hollywood.
Mhm.
girl next door or something like that.
No, that was another. That wasn't Christy Swanson. That
Oh
was,
no, I know. I said that I'm surprised that girl didn't go further.
well, she tried, but they
That
kind of
movie
blacklisted her.
Blew up.
Yeah,
Or she blew up in that movie.
yeah. She did that, and then she did the Wax Museum, which she was pretty decent in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, thanks to Hollywood, Ashton Kutcher was able to get her a job on The Ranch, which she was pretty decent on that. But I think they held her back some on her acting abilities on that one.
Yeah.
So
Tobias, you're being awfully needy.
Yeah, Rutger Hauer was a good one too. I liked his when he was played the blind man.
yeah, oh, I love that series. He had like
Yeah.
2-3 movies like that. The only one I didn't like of his was one of his last ones. It's Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh, I don't think it's that.
Wait,
That was like one of his last movies, and you could tell he was just doing it for the money. So,
Blood and Bone or Blood and something,
you know,
where they played these like gladiator guys and stuff.
yeah,
That's an old one now.
yeah.
when he was younger.
But of course, besides Roadhouse, I like Patrick Swayze when he played Steel Dawn.
Yeah.
A lot of people, well, they
And
got
the-
two movies called Steel Dawn, but one had Patrick Swayze. He was pretty good in there. It showed his.
And the same bad guy who played in both movies.
Yep. Not many people catch that.
Yeah.
So.
And he died in both of them. Yeah, I mean, Next to Kin was good with him.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, a lot of the movies he made, I didn't care for too much because he got typecast as the romantic person.
Yeah.
And he didn't like it. He didn't like it, and you could tell by the acting.
Yeah.
The one where Black Dog.
Yeah.
That he did really good in that one too.
Yeah.
You know what? I thought that what's her face was in that movie Flowers in the Attic, but it actually is the chick that plays Sabrina the Witch in Sabrina the Witch series.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. I was trying to look back at old movies. Flowers.
Now I know the ladies of chat are going to be mad at me and probably hate me or say something rude, like Be Charming, but I didn't like Dirty Dancing.
Oh, either did I.
And it was one because the way they made Patrick Swayze's character, for one, and then for two, I didn't like what's her name, Jennifer or whatever.
Oh,
Who
the
doesn't even
little
look like the same person now, even as aged as
Oh,
she
yeah.
she's had so much plastic surgery now. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she's gonna be the new one, I'm like, really? I'm not gonna watch it. No.
yeah, I didn't like the first
Yeah,
one.
North and South was pretty good with him in it. But out of all the Civil War movies, I think the best one I liked was when they had Clint Eastwood in it. The Beguiled. That's an old freaking Civil War movie.
Oh, was it?
He's wounded and end up chopping off one of his legs, and he's being taken care of by this house full of girls. And yeah,
It is puff puff time, beach time, and cheers. I'll be making one up in a minute. I just shut my fan off because it was starting to make funky noises.
yeah. And she's gonna do the puff puff pass pass, and nobody's gonna get it but her because she bogarts.
Puffing stuff.
Yeah. Welcome to the Casablanca Hour.
There's already places getting ready to open up around here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they've already had their applications in probably for the last 2 years.
Well, it's supposed to go under. We're supposed to vote on it here shortly, and everybody says it's going through this time. I don't know.
Because every other place has gone through. That's what some states do. They'll see what the other states, what the problems they go through, if there's any, and how difficult it is, what it could benefit from their states, and they watch it.
They said that they were Ohio was supposed to right after Colorado, but
Mm-hmm.
there's been a lot of states after Colorado.
Oh yeah, we're over here before you are, and you're before us. If you're coming from west over to east. I mean, we always talk about California, blah blah blah, but California is one of the states that started it. Thank God, Woo! To get it legalized and turned over, because they started with all the benefits that it does. There is, and they're finding more, benefits for everything. So
I don't know if they finally ever legalize it fully in Texas. I'll be like the movie Savages. I'm just going to incorporate it and turn around and sell it and go live in Maui or somewhere in some exotic
And you know what?
island.
Join your local groups. Once things start getting passed in your state, learn how to grow it. And
Oh, I
join-
know. I already know how to grow it. I just
You
gotta
know,
I gotta take.
join your local groups, because there's groups out here, like one of them is called Grassroots, because they'll keep up with, what with help and benefits from what people have used in the past to what works, and also they also keep up with the organic stuff. You need to use more natural stuff. Don't use chemicals on your stuff. No,
Yeah,
nope, because whatever you're putting in the ground, same thing with fruits and vegetables.
yeah.
Whatever you're using as fertilizer, you're gonna be smoking it or eating it. So
I'd be like, High Times Edition 1, page 17 states you don't use any specialized fertilizer.
yep. See, Florida has been struggling with it too, of trying to get it passed for years.
Yeah, Haas Tools. That I think it was my life. Somebody asked him about seeds,
Yeah.
and he says, "I no, I don't think we're gonna be getting into that."
hmm
And they're in Georgia.
Georgia's a tough state, a very tough state.
Yep.
TJ can tell you, and I had a friend that lived out there that would tell us if you got caught with a joint, you could get 10 years for a joint. It's like, what?
Yep.
Like, are you shitting me? What?
And they'll probably hit you not only as possession, but you're transporting an intent to sell.
Yeah.
And you had no intention to sell a joint to somebody. You're just going to smoke it.
That's the thing that sucks, crossing the state lines. If you have a medical marijuana card, they call it an MMJ card.
Yeah, that still doesn't protect you crossing the state line.
No, it does not. You might be able to get away with if you have like a couple of joints or something, but if you got your pound for the month and you're going to go visit your friend or staying somewhere for the summer for a month, and you have to cross through a state, say goodbye to your pound, because they don't allow it. It's considered transporting through their state. So
Yeah.
that's
A couple
why.
of Californians found that out when they came to Texas for a 30-day vacation, and they decided to bring their stash with them. They thought their medical marijuana card was going to get nope.
No, it doesn't. If you have, like I said, if you only have a little bit, they kind of let it go. But if you have a good quantity amount, and forget about it. You're getting yanked. You're getting it taken away, and then fine.
Yeah, you got 6 people in the vehicle, each have a pound of marijuana. Yeah, you're going to smoke that in a month. No, you came to sell some. No, sorry.
You could grow it, B, but you just gotta be real careful.
I've seen some heavy smokers that it's so bad that their lips are green,
Yeah,
their teeth are green,
Yep.
brown. Not from
It's the resin.
nicotine.
They must have been smoking some real sticky stuff. Really stuck to them.
Yeah, and if they walk by, you smell it. It says ones that have really small apartments, and then that's all they do, chain smoke.
yeah.
Yep. See, and that's the other thing. See what Beach Hammond said. Her daughter is allowed to grow it in Alaska, but she can't grow it because her husband is a Coast Guard.
Yeah.
That's what stinks. If you're part military, they're trying, a lot of the vets are trying to get it to pass to have it part of their medicines. But it's hard to do because it's still federally illegal.
Yeah. Well, I can understand active duty guard and all that can't.
Right. Active
But if you're
duty.
retired.
They're government employee.
And and to get it on the streets is sometimes really difficult because you don't know what they're putting in it.
Yeah.
You really have to know the person or know where their source is from at least. And that half the time you can't even figure out where it's coming from.
I've seen it laced with LSD and.
Oh, they dip it in formaldehyde.
Really mess people up.
Yep, angel dust, PCP, formaldehyde, coke. You get it all laced with all this stuff. What's the other one? Fentanyl. They lace it with fentanyl.
Oh yeah.
Formaldehyde. You ever see somebody You ever see somebody look up somebody that smoked a joint that was dipped in formaldehyde? Look how zombie.
Yeah, talk about a zombie.
That's a bad drug right there. You're talking about bad weed. And that's right there what makes it worse for everybody else. That doesn't do that to it, you know? It makes like one bad apple makes the rest of them bad, you know?
Yeah, pesticides. That's pretty bad too.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's just sprayed that and then they dry
Yeah.
it out and stuff. Oh man.
Yep. You have to watch out what you use with it because, like I said, whatever you grow your food with, you eat it. It's in your food. Whatever you grow your plants with, or edible foods, or marijuana, whatever you use for fertilizer and all that, pesticides and stuff, go organic, go natural.
Go watch Southern Fried Zombies, and you'll see why you don't put pesticides in your dope.
Yep. Or in your food either. There's certain things that you want to keep. Go back to how everybody used to grow and everything back in the day. They used to do natural remedies, and then all these new chemicals started coming out, and they all start using it.
Yeah, I didn't have to spray anything this year.
I didn't do that with my tomatoes either. Neither did Andrew's father.
And I used neem oil, and that's before a rain.
Mhm.
So I'll spray right before the rain. That way it kills the bugs. And I don't like using it because there's good bugs. So that's like a last resort. And I seen the guy across the alleyway, and he's out there with the 7 dust, throwing it all around his garden. I'm like, no.
That's good for ants, but that's about it.
No, it kills everything. That's bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, you have so many good bugs, even in your grass.
Yep. I'm not waiting to see what happens when the tree people come. They're coming next week. And now it's starting to get cooler out, all them ants and all them bugs. I seen a little family of squirrels running around. I'm like, I hope they're not in one of those trees. Y'all better move. I ain't coming in my home either. I have to have Andrew go around. I'm going to tell him once. I think we're supposed to have like a day or two of break, and then the rain's supposed to come again. But I'm going to tell him when he gets home from work, he better go check around the house on other spots that are opened up. Because if they hit a tree with a nest in it, whether it be a bird or a squirrel, they're going to find some other place to go. And the house over here is going to be the place to go because it's closest.
Yep. Bye, Dana. Sorry.
Bye, Dana.
Bye, Dana.
Have a good, blessed afternoon. Woohoo!
Well, Bushcraft, you got anything scheduled today? Interview with Bear Truth?
Yeah, we're going on Monday. I think I said
Wait. It jumped. Imagine watering your potatoes with your bong water.
I'll even up the ante on that one. Hydroponic bong water.
Yeah, that's some of the grossest. Especially when I've seen people leave it in there for a long time.
There's a new saw that There's a new saw that just came out. That's coming out.
Another saw?
Another saw, literally.
Yeah, it's like he's back again for the final.
It just says saw, and the W is how many there are. Like, what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, I just was like, what? Saw 5?
No, they're up past that.
Yeah, it's probably 8 or 9.
What is the Roman numeral X? What is that one? Roman numeral
X is 10.
10. All right, so saw 10. When is it coming up? Let me see. Let me rewind it. Hold on.
It's just like Friday the 13th. You know.
You notice that everything is only in theaters for one day nowadays because we have all these streaming platforms where you can watch it like the day or two afterwards. It's in theaters for one day, Friday, this week.
Huh.
Yeah, but there's still some movies out there on the streaming services. They're charging me $20 to stream it. Yeah, there ain't no movie worth $20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got Peacock for a whole year for $4 or $5.
Yeah. Is that without the ads or with the ads?
Oh, with the ads, but
Yeah.
still,
it's still
you
okay.
get the movies that they release.
Yeah.
The newer movies.
Yes. Yeah. Which isn't too bad, because if you have a commercial break, hey, you can get
Yeah.
up, stretch your legs, and go pee, and come back and get your snacks and get back.
Well, in the movies, they play the whole movie through. You only get commercials in the beginning and at the end.
Yeah.
Beach Harmon says she did Demetrius earth dusting on her peppers in the beginning.
Peppers, yeah. We don't have. Well,
Probably
I'm not going
about
to say we don't have anything that eats on peppers up here, but
But her in Florida, she probably does.
yeah,
There's a lot of tropical stuff out there. Let me tell you.
because we had the tomato, the worm, but
Mm-hmm.
usually the easiest way to do those is just look for them and plop them in a bucket, and then I
Get 'em
throw
there
them out in
by
the
the way.
street, not for them to get ran over, but the birds eat them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the birds will spot them in a heartbeat and like,
Yeah.
see ya.
We have the brick roads around
Yeah.
town here, so they get spotted real easy. And you'll have all these birds popping down, and they're going to town, and they're gone. You get a half a bucket of tomato worms or caterpillars, and they get ate up real quick.
Wow. Yeah, I can believe it's almost 2:00 here. The day's been flying by.
Yeah, I came across a little quote or a saying. I had to post it last night or this morning. Making mistakes is better than faking perfection.
Yep.
I
I
thought
agree
that
with
was
that one.
a nice little quote.
Mm-hmm. B. Mitch says the hummingbirds run there, poke all her great tomatoes
Oh, really?
because they're thirsty.
Yeah, that could be.
You need to get some morning glories and a couple other plants the hummingbirds are, and make sure you keep those fully watered.
Yeah, and
They'll stay off your tomatoes.
I didn't even think about that, because
the feeders.
grape tomatoes are kind of sweeter, aren't they?
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them, but I never thought oh wow. I still have them all over my. Well, there's like four bunches I got to take off to finish ripening because the whole plant's dead now, so I'm gonna take them off.
Yeah, the thing crazy you got to watch out for is all the little the queen ants with the wings. Once they start cutting those trees down, and them are kind of dry, you're gonna have a lot of those queen ants
Yeah.
waiting to look for a kingdom to do their own, and they're gonna frickin' fly all over your yard trying to find a place.
Yep. Well, that's what I was telling. Was gonna tell Andrew to start looking around and make sure there's no holes for the squirrel. I mean, squirrels, they'll find their way in one way or another. Underneath the porch, it will be the hardest place to find because it's only like 2 feet off the ground, so that he ain't crawling underneath that. But yep. Well, the tree guy, he seems to be pretty cool, so I'm sure he'll help with any suggestions.
Does Tobias bark at him?
Does Tobias bark at the squirrels?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he sees them, he'll pay attention to them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be a good deterrent if he's not
Right.
in the way of the trees.
But it's only when he's sitting on the porch with Andrew, because I don't let him on the back porch too much by myself because he'll pee out there, and I don't want him to pee out there.
Well, I mean when they're cutting down, because
He'll be on the back porch anyway when they cut down, and
Yeah.
tell me to bring him in the house so that we're safer in the house because the back porch has got such a small roof. I don't know, but he'll be on the back porch. That way, if the guys need to come in and use the bathroom, whatever. So, but I've been noticing the last couple weeks, jackrabbits have been going underneath the porch too.
Yeah.
the rabbits rabbits will carry a lot of fleas and worms, so you gotta
Yeah.
be careful of them. I had a Dalmatian when I moved out to the country. He caught a rabbit and ate it
Oh,
and died within a week
Yeah.
because it had evidently had something in it.
oh, like some kind of worm or something.
Yeah, and that's what I was told, that it more than likely the rabbit had worms.
Oh gosh. My mother's dog, when she first got Poppy, I swear Poppy's a Springer Spaniel. She's a Cocker Spaniel, but she looks like a Springer Spaniel because she's black and white.
No.
And then that way you can see more defined of her hind legs and stuff. But she used to catch the bunnies, baby bunnies, all the time and kill them.
Yeah, you know, one of the best things to do to if your dog gets worms or something. Well, any animal really.
What?
Pumpkin.
Oh yeah, pumpkin, because it helps them expel it right out.
Oh yeah.
Helps them get the shits. Pumpkin, and have them eat grass too. Doesn't grass give them diarrhea too?
Well, it's not the diarrhea. The pumpkin will actually kill the worms in them.
Oh, it will kill it? Oh.
Yeah. And then it gives them the poops.
And chicken noodle, we did not say pumpkin spice. We said pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Straight
Yeah.
pumpkin.
Did you see that the pumpkin? Oh
Cheerios?
no. I sent a picture the other day. Moon pies.
Yeah, the moon pies. I'm like,
do
oh
they
my
even
God.
have pumpkin
No!
spice moon pies?
Not the
Yeah.
moon pies. No.
Yeah.
Next, they're going to do zingers and all that. I was just sticking with the
Hush your mouth.
I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. Right now. Woo-hoo. Yeah, no, not the moon pies. Come on.
You know, because if they do zingers, then I know the Nutter Butters are next.
No, did you see the new Twix?
Oh, I hate that.
Did you see
Yeah.
the new Twix for Halloween? The,
Nope.
The shortbread cookie of the Twix part is green, so they're called ghoulish Twix.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
I seen the other one.
Oh, they Chicken Noodle Girl, they have pumpkin Twinkies too? No. No.
Well, pumpkin is fine. It's the
Great pumpkin,
pumpkin
like pumpkin
spice.
pie. Yeah. No.
And I think it's mainly the ginger in it that sets it off.
Yes, that's what's different from the apple pie spice is the ginger. Thank you. There's ginger in it.
Yeah.
I think pumpkin spice is bioengineered. So,
Well, 90% of what you get now is.
Is bioengineered, yeah.
Yeah. And it was before, but now they have to put it on there.
yeah, TJ Cat said you can find some stuff, but it's not the grocery store. You have to make it at home.
Yeah. Okay.
Make- How?
Go ahead. Finish. I just had a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. My father gave me a spice rack that had all the spices in it, but they're dated from 22, and none of them are opened. They're still good, right?
They should be, as long
Yeah.
as they've been air sealed.
Yeah, they're in sealed jars, and you just pull off the.
Just make sure they're the seal that you peel up doesn't have any like mold or anything up in there.
Okay. Yep.
And some of them, if it's hardened, that means probably had a little bit of moisture in there when they sealed it. You can always get a butter knife or something to try to
Chocolate.
crack it, powder it down to form again.
It's cool because they're all labeled, so I can actually refill them later on.
You know how hard it is to find a lot of spices that doesn't have silicone in it now,
Mm-hmm.
because the spice doesn't stick together. But all you have to do is bang it on the wall or something, and it.
Yeah. Just like the Parmesan cheese, after you put it in the fridge, you got to
Yeah.
hang it on the wall because the moisture gets to it, condensation because you get it out while you're using it. and you go put it back, and it's called condensation. It makes things clump up, and you just take a knife and chop it up, or shake it, or bang it up against the side of the counter, or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, but it's pretty. I'll take a picture of it. It's got a whole bunch of. My brother had opened up 2 last year when he was here, but I was like, they're not even sticking or dried up, so they're fine, and they were tight. The caps were tight because they come with the screw-on covers, and then you sprinkle it because each cover says whatever it is. It's pretty neat. He's gonna throw it out. I was like, what? No, don't throw it out. They only have the dates of last year. Well, now it's almost a year and a half, you know. I was like, if they haven't been open, they should be just fine.
Stop pushing on my mouse, cat.
Right? Just like dropping the bag of ice to break it up. Re-break
Yeah.
it back up. Yep. Because it got melted a little bit, and then you refreeze it. And
Yeah, and there's good silicon and there's bad silicon.
mm-hmm.
There's the natural stuff that's made out of the wood pulp stuff. That one is better than the actual plastic dust one.
I bet they found that out when they were doing the boob jobs.
All right, y'all, we have a rock.
I'm checking YouTube real quick. Okay. A Florida woman was found dead in an alligator's jaw.
Oh yeah, is that the one in Florida
Yep.
that was being carried around? Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Wait, repeat that? What?
Yep.
A Florida
There's a-
woman was found dead in alligator's jaw.
Oh, I thought you said in a jar, and I'm like, what?
An alligator's jar?
At the
And
same
not only that,
I'm typing and trying to listen to when my fan's gonna kick in more because it's going so slow on how bad the motor is.
and this
and I heard
weekend,
that. I'm like, what?
this weekend, a massive alligator was in a car accident with a vehicle on a highway in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're known. They'll.
Yeah, the alligator didn't survive. I wonder if they're going to press charges on the driver.
Yeah, they showed the body, this alligator just walking down the bank with a human body in its mouth.
Yep.
Somewhere it was a buffet. I feel bad for the family. That's a horrible way to die. I'm telling you.
What happens when you get too close to their home?
Yep. There's still predators. People think that everything's like a squishy pet now. You know, oh, they're supposed
You
to
see
be
these people going where the bears go out in the water and get the fish and stuff. And
Yeah.
they'll sit alongside where they come to go into the river, and they're all out there taking pictures and stuff. And it's like,
Don't they realize that that's a predator still? They will protect
Yeah.
their areas of
oh, how cute! And they're taking pictures, or they'll pull over to the side of the road where these bison are out there eating and stuff, and they'll go take a picture,
No.
or they'll go stand next to it while somebody takes their picture. Those things are almost as bad as a moose.
See what Beach Hammond said? We have elderly people go missing a lot lately. Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it.
off. Yeah.
There was one canal that went that I mowed down there, and there's a section I would not go down to mow. I said, as far as I go, because I want to have the mower between me and the water.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the time, we used to have a little puppy dog, or we used to have this little Chihuahua, and it just came up missing. he probably went down to get a drink of water and then become lunch.
Yeah.
Hey, Trust, did you see Private Chat?
No. Hold on. I gotta get my glasses now. Force me to read. Yep. I agree with you.
Yeah, Beach Hammond. First off, there's at Feeding Rivers don't much care. They're there to eat the fish, yes, but then when they
Yeah, if they get the fish. If they don't,
but if there's
then people will look very yummy on the way back out of there.
Yep. Ooh, a bigger meal.
Yeah. That's the biggest.
Oh, the best one is the bison at Yellowstone.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, look, cute and furry.
and then everybody's like saying, "Run, run!" And the person, the one
Yeah.
video where she lays down, and
Stop, drop,
she's
roll.
lucky she didn't get stomped right there.
Yes, that's a good way to get stampeded. Yep. It's a head caved in.
No. They don't realize those things are not there for amusement.
Yeah, I was looking at the elephants would go get a drink of water and they'd put their trunks down. An alligator grab a hold of that thing. Big mistake. The mamas come up there and they use their tusk and they ram it into the ground where that alligator is.
They spear it.
It lets go, and then they'll sit there and stomp it and throw it up in the air and yeah.
Yep.
Another one is hippopotamuses.
Yeah.
Those things are wicked.
Hippopotamuses and rhinos too are dangerous. They charge at your rhinos.
Yeah, there's more people die from hippos than alligators and cats.
Yeah.
And that's really crazy right there. You sit there and think about it.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get close to the baby hippos because mama's gonna freaking have you for a snack.
Oh, even in their territory.
Yeah.
They'll charge you.
Yeah. But all right, yo, we gotta call it because people got things to do, and I guess I have to stop procrastinating and get my stuff done too. I don't want to, but I got to. So I hope everybody has a great day. And just a reminder, you have so many days left before the government shutdown. If you have not gotten your fishing or hunting license, you may want to get it now because there's no guarantee that office is going to be open for you to get your license. Hey, I'm just saying. Y'all got anything for the people?
Be safe. Keep on. Get ready for your seasons to change. You know, it's that time of year. Just get ready.
And when in Florida, if you plan to get near an alligator, take a toothbrush and toothpaste. I guarantee you they got stinky breath, but maybe if you brush your teeth for them, it won't be so bad going down. We'll see you next time. And of course, go check out Bushcraft and Bear Truth tonight at, what is it, 7 o'clock?
Yeah, 7 o'clock Eastern.
6 o'clock Central. And we'll find out what Bear Truth's been hiding and doing all day today. Maybe he's been gator hunting. We never know. All right. Love y'all. Thanks for coming out.
Love you. Bye.